What is crack-a-lackin', everybody? It's the OCG coming at you from the place to be in the grandstands, watching some baseball-y. Actually, we're going back. This is not the Orioles one, even though the Orioles is right up here on top. That's not it. Now I know everyone's going to be playing Cyberpunk 2077. So, why don't I just break out like the simulation with no graphics whatsoever? That's good. And people wonder, there's people that actually sit there and go, why do you only have 550 subscribers? And, well, the part is how the hell do I have 550 people that watch me? This stuff is garbage. But I'm very centric or something. I'm all off of the rails. A lot of you guys, anyways, like and subscribe, because, I'm really building myself up. No, I'm actually feeling a lot better than I have in a long time. I sounded different for almost this whole year. Things have been kind of weird with my health, but everything's kind of coming together now. And I'm talking normally. I'm talking in my own voice and my own pitch, so that's nice. None of this, because I've heard that I was doing that. And I also heard that I was breathing heavy. That's another thing, is that I was breathing heavy on the mic. That scared me. But it seems like I got a clean bill of health and everything, so everything's fantastic. Now, back to, like and subscribe. Please watch my videos more than 5 minutes. I'm getting my analytics back, and ouch. Like the average watch time is like 5 minutes. That kind of hurts, man. That kind of hurts. I did just smack my lips though. That kind of hurts. However, I'm going to have this. I'm going to have Wasteland 3 coming out again, and then we're going to do the rest of the Outer Worlds. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm kind of like lowering down, and then next week I am going to basically be like a live streaming Twitch, Facebook, YouTube all in one using Restream. We'll see how that goes. No more editing, no more of that garbage. Okay, good. We're all on board. Now, this isn't the Orioles thing I was doing. This is actually my 1995. This is my 1995 The Strike. And just to give you guys a recap, anybody that likes out of the park baseball tuning into this, I basically combined it into the East and the West division. There's no 3 divisions, or are there 4 divisions of baseball? I don't know. Sports have been kind of something that I haven't paid attention to in quite a bit. But so there's only 2 divisions, and there is a division winner, and the division they play against each other, and the winner goes to the World Series. Unlike real baseball, these guys over in the American League will not play these guys over here in the National League. Another thing, I believe I got rid of the designated hitter. Yes, I did. And I did that just because it's easier. It's easier for me to kind of like look at the lineup, because it's nice. You can hide the lineup, hide inactive lineups. So that way, I just made it. I kind of did I kind of did a coin toss, but I also sat there and said, listen, there's 9 players on the field. All of them should field. All of them should hit. That's just how I feel about baseball. I'm sorry. That's how it is. Now, let's see. I also have these are the expansion teams. So the expansion teams were the Washington Nationals, because as you can see, the Montreal Expos, they are going to be in the league. They're going to stay in my league. I love the Expos. I always have loved the Expos. The Brewers are in the NL. And I think I put the Astros. Yes, I put the Astros in the AL West. That just kind of made sense. It's like keep Milwaukee in here. And, you have in the East Division, you have the Braves kind of like on the outskirt, right? They're not near anybody, But if you want to think of it, the Braves, the Phillies, the Pirates, and the Expos and the Mets, these guys have like a little rivalry going on. And then you also have the Pirates, the Brewers, the Reds, and the Cubs having a rivalry. And then in the West, I changed the Miami Marlins, which is a horrible mistake. Tampa Bay Rays, I always thought that was a horrible mistake. Florida is for spring training. That's what it's there for. After, in June, nobody wants to go to a freaking ball game down there. There's too much to do, really, and that's why they don't get anything. They don't get any attendance. So it's just kind of a ridiculous notion. It's sort of like when Minnesota here played outside of a dome, and are they in a dome? I think, did they come out of a dome? I think maybe they came out of a dome. Maybe they have a retractable dome. But yeah, if you had the Toronto Blue Jays playing with baseball nowadays, playing in September, October, what, in 30-degree weather? Get out of here. That doesn't make sense. That's what I feel about summer baseball in Florida. The thing is that the summer and the heat last a lot longer than those, maybe that 1.5 or maybe a half a month, end of September, early October, where it is really cold for baseball. Maybe a month if you count the beginning of baseball season. That's sometimes it gets cold there, especially like in the Chicago area where there's lakes. But yeah, it's just Tampa. I mean, I know Tampa has the dome, but Miami didn't, and it's just I could just imagine, especially, and Arizona. So Arizona is not an expansion team either. Now I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, what about Mexico City, you dummy? What about Havana? Well, the thing is that Mexico City actually is a higher elevation, and this confuses a lot of people, but Mexico City is a higher elevation than Denver. So, I mean, balls fly out of here in Mexico City. So yeah, that's something a lot of people don't know. It's not as hot as you think in Mexico City. Hawaii, of course, is the island, so it's usually a more temperate climate. And Havana is also more of a temperate climate than most of the Caribbean. I mean, most of the Caribbean still, they're not, it doesn't get as hot as like Texas, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's about me and climate. It doesn't matter. So we have the Washington Nationals, and they, of course, finished last. This is, where's their history? Info history. This is, the third year we've done this. So 95 was the year after the strike. Now, you have very little, their attendance went down, really down. No one wants to go to their ball games. I mean, they came out of the gate, and that was a little, you kind of see that. You're like, oh, okay, so their attendance went down a little bit, but then, wow, 500,000 people just said the hell with you. But let me see. What manager they have? Oh, this is everybody's manager. What is their manager? Their manager is Mookie Wilson. So Mookie Wilson got the job in 1997. And they did trade for his nephew, Preston Wilson. So Preston Wilson's on the team. I wonder if he's hurt. Nope. Yeah, they traded Todd Hundley and Preston Wilson. Oh, I think that's an error. That's an error. Yeah, he's still on the Mets. And now he's on the Mets. I think there's an error in that one. Let me see the other one. Let's see Todd Hundley. Oh my God, wait a minute. Did they... Oh, this is sometime... It's so weird what they do with the AI sometimes. The AI does these weird things. It's like, so 97. Hundley was 2/197. He was traded back for him, and Bob Hamlin, who went from, I believe, Kansas City. Yeah, Kansas City. And I think he got drafted by Washington in the first year player draft. See, this is the best. This is what I like about this game. Glenn Davis. Glenn Davis is still playing. Wow. Okay. You go, Glenn Davis. I remember I think he retired after the strike. Yeah, or 93 he retired. I think he was hurt. Yeah, 170, he batted 177, but here he came back. He was in the free agent pool. And now he's a starter. So I'm assuming somebody's hurt anyways. So Preston Wilson got traded. Okay, so Preston Wilson got traded. I'm just trying to figure this darn thing out. LaTroy and Bill Porter. So 2/197. Wait. Wow, that was okay, that's all right. That's weird. That has to be a bug. I don't think that happened. Anyways, so yeah, Washington Nationals. I'm trying to see the history here. I don't. Team index, starters positional. 95. So if I click on 95, will it show the manager? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think it shows it at all. Bud Black, though, he's retired, but yeah, Bud Black got all right. If anybody knows how to actually see that, I would love to find out. Index. I mean, I think I know who it was. I think it was not Don Baylor. I think it was actually a great player, horrible manager, Frank Robinson. Yes, it was. So, yeah. So the first 2 years, Frank the Judge Robinson, gentleman passed away. I'm not going to speak ill of the dead, but Frank Robinson was not a good manager. He was the first black manager in baseball because he was a calm presence. He was a stoic kind of guy. It's just, he was not a good manager ever. Now, but Mookie Wilson, we'll see if Mookie Wilson is actually a better manager than him. And it's really nice to see Mookie Wilson. I do pull the strings on managers, though. I do pull the strings on manager. I do look at available managers, and if there's a fit, like, they know there's a general manager. I mean, Daryl Porter here, old catcher for Kansas City and St. Louis. I remember he was with St. Louis. But yeah, old journeyman catcher. Let me see. Is that his batting stats? Wow, he did not play as much as I thought he did. Interesting. I thought he played. Oh, okay. It's under postseason. Sorry. Yeah, he did play a while. Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, played for Milwaukee, and then he played a while for St. Louis. All right, see, I remember this. Good Lord, this is my coming of age right here. 82 to 87. This is where I was like a baseball fanatic. Let's see what we got. We got Dwayne Murphy, and Dwayne Murphy. Where was he a player? Oakland. He was in Oakland for the late 70s, early. Oh, so he was like he was the guy next to Ricky Henderson. That's why he went unnoticed. So, okay. So, and then we got Jim Presley as the hitting coach, and he's been the hitting coach for a while. And the thing is their batting average is not the problem. I mean, they score runs. It's the pitching. And I believe they've gone through, this is their, first year pitching coach, and he'll probably get fired. But let me see. Presley, 5. I don't know. They went back down to 5.11, 837 runs against. So maybe they'll keep that pitching coach for one more year. Who knows? Anyways, let's see. So the lineup here, Washington is in last place. Todd Hundley did a hell of a job. He's a home run hitter, 242, but he struck out 107 times. Glenn Davis played in 104 games. Walter Becker, I don't even know where this guy is from. He is actually a fake player. Oh, the Stanford Cardinal. All right, so yeah, I had to get rid of the NCAA because there was way too many like fake players coming in, and I just don't want that. Let me see. Not until later, anyways. I'll probably put the colleges back when if I get to 2020 here. Let's see. So Scott Cooper's been with Washington since they're coming of age. Mike Mordecai, Old Brave, came over here, 197. He's not going to do any good. Dave Roberts. Everybody knows who this guy is. Dave Roberts is the manager. Is he the manager of the year? No, I think Don Mattingly was the manager of the year. But Dave Roberts got his World Series win as the manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Don Mattingly, by the way, was the manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers and got fired for Dave Roberts. Okay, so Dave came over from Detroit. So, so what happened there? Waivers. Okay, so Detroit didn't want him anymore. And he got a starting job over here. Preston Wilson, of course, 277, 36 home runs. That was a great trade. That was just a great trade by Washington. He didn't fulfill. He really faltered in last year. He just didn't hit for power. But then he comes over to Washington, and it looks like he's actually going to be a good guy. And so you can't, you see the potential here, but I take off all that stuff so you really don't know if they're good or not. Oh, Ron Gant, here's another guy I remember. He was with the Mets too. What the? Did the Nationals and Mets just, oh my God. They just had a trading feast. Mets to the Washington Nationals. So what the heck? And then Oliver, what happened to him? Waivers. Yep, released. So, yeah, look at this thing. 2.5, 518. It's so weird. And then then he went with the, how old was he? My God, what is going on? So, how old is he? 32. So, and he signed with the GCL. Oh, then he came up with Atlanta. It doesn't make sense. Just doesn't. I know the game and the people behind the game usually sit there and say, well, it doesn't know names. It doesn't know names, but a 36. Never mind. It drives me crazy. Now they also have two. Here's what I don't understand. They have two. Is Witten a lot better from the left side? What's his scouting say? Overall potential, power. I don't know. Right fielder, 8-year. Speed. He shows a lot of range, strong arm behind the plate. He shows a lot of range and a strong arm behind the plate. He doesn't even have a catcher rating. He has above average eye. Doesn't generate much loft. Ground balls are more common than extra bases. So, I don't know if there's something in here where it says maybe they. Let me. I guess we can look at the lineups. So Mark Witten is the starter versus right-handed. What about left-handed? Now he's starter there. Oh, but Ron Gant. Okay, so Ron Gant. So Dave Roberts and Ron Gant have a platoon, but not Glenn Allen Hill and Mark Witten. Surprising. So he's been in the league 8 years, Mark Witten. Hard hitting, Mark Witten. I love that. What a great nickname that is. Hard hitting, Mark Witten. How many home runs does he have? Only 4. He ain't so hard hitting. He's not as hard hitting as you would want. A 416 slugging, yeah. Soft hitting, Mark Witten. And then you got Spider-Man, Glenn Allen Hill. And I think he was called Spider-Man because I believe he went on the DL one time because Glenn Allen Hill really had arachnophobia and he had a night terror because I think he was sick with the flu. So he was just sleeping on a sofa, doing what you do. You take your NyQuil, you get your soup, you got like the whole thing of like tissues with the lotion on it because your nose is raw by the time. So that's what he was doing. But he had a glass coffee table, and he just had a nightmare about spiders. So he got up there and he crashed through that freaking glass coffee table. And it was a big coffee table. Cut him up. Cut his arm up. Pretty good. I remember that. And so I think that's why they call him Spider-Man. Men are cruel to each other. We really are. But it's okay. And he came over. Oh, he came over from San Francisco. Probably a waiver. Yep. There we go. Oh, why would Kansas City? San Francisco traded him for Brent Maine. Interesting. Brent Maine really came alive. I mean, he was a backup, but now it looks like he's a starter. Very nice. Way to go, Brent Maine. And Connie Boyd. That sounds like a fake player. Yep. Where did he go? West Virginia Mountaineers. West Virginia. Okay, let's see who we got here. And then we got Kent Merker, who came over from Atlanta. And I don't know, I think this was actually... Nope, it's a waiver claim. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. Look at this. Kent Merker, I mean, I know he's not the best player in the world, but he's their ace. I mean, okay. I'm going to eat my words here. Because I mean, he really stunk in 97, and he did not have very good years here. Oh, boy. In 95 and 96. Yikes. Yikes, Kent Merker. But it looks like he came around for some reason with these guys. All right. I like that. I like those stories. And his ratings did not go up, probably, because he's 29 years old. He probably didn't go up. It was probably ballpark or defense behind him. Huck Fleener, that sounds like a name that... Oh. It's actually a real guy. Real life stats. Huck Fleener. Looks like he got a cup of coffee in 97 with the Blue... Or a cup of coffee 96 and 97 with the Blue Jays. And 93. Oh, so he was like one of those quadruple A. Why are you angry? You suck. You shouldn't be in the big leagues. You're so lucky to be here. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, geez, dude, you just got a nice salary for sucking for 2 years, and you're upset? Why are you angry? Team record? No, your performance, you should be angry. Role on team? Great, good, very. Team chemistry? Very. Reasons? Slackers, selfish players. Well, beggars, choosers. Jason Bear. Now, I believe Jason Bear was a White Sox for a while. League scope, Major League. Yeah, he started off as a White Sox. Yeah. Spent his first 6 years there. Okay. He was a decent pitcher. Nothing to write home about. I think he was a control pitcher. Look, maybe. Not really. He was just a mediocre pitcher. Those who like WAR, there you go, 2.1, 1.9. Not anything to write home about. And then he was just like in the negatives. But here it looks like with Washington, and this is what I'm going. This video. I'm just going to go over the expansion teams, before we head off into the new season. Mark Gardner, another one. I think he came over from San Francisco. No, he got drafted. So did he get? He got drafted. Expansion draft by the Washington Nationals. Okay, yep. Pick 4, round 8. And he's a starting pitcher. Go figure. No, Montreal. He was Montreal. And then Florida. Florida didn't want him when they moved to Portland. And then my man, Mel Rojas. He was in Montreal for quite a while. He did not get picked up in the draft. He got it looks like he got picked up by waivers. So he really stunk last year. But for some reason, he did better this year, and for that, they made him the closer, even though his walks, 35 walks and 83 2/3, not good for a closer. Let's see where he blown saves. Blown saves. There we go. Save opportunities. Yep. 70% in his saves. 3 blown saves. Only 7 saves. So this is where, if we look, another thing, we can look at, well, actually, let's look at the rosters. Oh my God, Damon Berryhill. He did not amount to basically anything. It's a shame. So I don't know where they're going to put him. Maybe they'll release him. The International Complex. I got to get rid of that. Maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know I'm not going to have the Dominican League here because the Dominican League, in my opinion, is basically indentured servitude. They pay these parents over there like $15,000 to get their 14-year-old kid, and then they tell this kid, throw fastball, throw fastball, throw fastballs. They build up their arm, and then when they get about 18, then they start teaching them sliders and everything. And then they blow their arms out. If you look at the injury list, a lot of, first of all, there's way too many Dominicans in Major League Baseball to actually say, this is the best era ever for baseball. You can't say that when almost 33% of your players are from a small island in the Caribbean. You can't say that. Sorry. Now, another thing is just, I mean, they're manufactured, and most of them most of their thing is like, listen, if I get a good contract, I could go home and I can take care of my family, my extended family. It's a big difference between that and, say, somebody in Mexico that played in the Mexico League for 5 years just to see if a major league team would look at him and then offer him a minor league contract and he becomes a great player. You know, it's big difference. So I don't like the Dominican. I don't like the Dominican leagues at all. They're technically rookie leagues, but what they do is Major League Baseball. I don't know if you heard in 2020 here. In 2021, they're going to try to get rid of like these short season, like the Mahone Valley Scrappers, like the New York State Penn League. I can show you here. So the New York State Penn League, as many of you know, and the Northeast League are short season A. This was set up so college kids, because this is where college kids would start. High school kids would start in rookie. But college kids would usually start in short season, and then if they did well, they get, boom, fast track to low A. And these are advanced A. Now, what baseball's trying to do in order to save money is the Dominican leagues and the Puerto Rican league are going to stay. And now they're going to try to get like a Cuban league to also do that as well. So there you go. You got them in 3 different Caribbean places to play all winter. And that is where they can skirt like all these labor laws and union laws. That's another thing. Union guidelines. They can bypass all those. So that's what they're doing there. And what they want to do, well, they already did this. The Pioneer League right here is independent now. So in 2021, the Pioneer League will be an independent league. It will not be a rookie plus league. The Appalachian League, I think what that's going to be now is a college league with wooden bats. Because college uses metal bats. This is going to be like a situational thing where they can use the wooden bats and teams can, for like, major league teams don't have to pay them to see them. They could see this Appalachian League, who has to pay them and is not affiliated with Major League Baseball anymore, pay these college kids, and Major League Baseball can see without having to, with less risk than giving them a contract and putting them in minor leagues. They can see if these college kids are as good as advertised with wooden bats, which doesn't matter anymore because they juice the balls. I mean, we went from the steroid league to now that Major League Baseball basically tightens the balls and then lies about it. Geez, James Earl Jones was right. Baseball is just like it mirrors America. So you can rig elections And now you can rig you rig baseball with steroids and then juiced balls, and now you can rig elections with boxes of ballots at 4 a.m. All right. Sorry, I'm a little bitter serving in the military and then seeing everything I fought for get shot to shit. I mean, we're one of the few countries that should be able to sit there and say, I voted for something. The vote counts. And all these people are real that disagree with me. And if I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. But not when you have people counting the votes. Joseph Stalin said, it's not who votes, it's who counts the votes that matters. So, and America's becoming like that. It really hurts me. Although Fallout might become a reality. Anyways, so now what they're going to do is probably get rid of this short season as well. So no more of this. So they're going to have the Dominican leagues. They're going to have these 2 rookie leagues. They might consolidate these high A and low A ones. So they might get rid of short season, have this rookie league, and they might get rid or consolidate so that they only have, like Washington here would have, AAA. AAA staying, AA staying. Now, they might have, they might have the Manatees and the Cane Cougars, and the Scrappers go away, and then they have the Nationals, and then they have like their international complexes here. So that, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So four layers here of minor leagues. Then they have a Dominican team, a Puerto Rican team, a Cuban team. So then they'll have 3 more. So they're basically replacing 1, 2 with 3 more, or 2 more. Might be replacing these 2 with 2 outside of America's scope, and it would save them millions of dollars a year. So there you go. Let's see. So they have Garrett Stevenson. He was out for almost all of 97. Wow, did he do good. Garrett Stevenson for the second. He had a bounce back year, but boy, he was doing really well before it got. Man, he was doing good. Oh, wait a minute. That BAP is pretty good. That BAP would have went up a little bit. He would have been like in the 3.0, but all right. So hopefully he bounces back next year. Emanuel Fernandes. He came from a minor league contract. This is nice. Okay, so I do have people coming out of independent leagues. See, I don't care about that. That is fine, because if it's just a couple of people coming out of independent leagues and they happen to make the squad, wonderful. That's perfect. He's 34 years old. But I don't like that, like most of the players that came out of my NCAA league here were actually making the majors. They made the majors in like a year. I said, gee, that's way too fast. I don't like that. Rusty Grier, I think he was the first pick, and this is how they went. This is Frank Robinson, unfortunately, and it was also the general manager. And I'm gonna have to look at the general manager. Let me see. Round 1, pick 1. Yep, he was the first pick, and you can look at his injury. He's out 5-6 weeks, out 4 weeks, 3-4 months, and it's out 3 weeks. It's just, man. Hamstring out 7 weeks, and then oblique strain out 5 weeks. His legs are just shot to heck. But when Rusty Grier plays, he hits. He hits 300, and he has I'm going to say this is an aberration. This is what he is right up here. It's like, but he's injured so much. He's in between 559. Well, there you go. He's got basically a 400 on base percentage. He's got a 480 slugging percentage. He bats 320. I mean, look at this is basically like if you make it a 162 game average, he's hitting 18 homers and almost 40 doubles. And that's a good player. And he also plays a decent right field. if I do believe so. I mean, I think the range factor here this year was not so, for crying out loud, was not so good. Let's do the fielding stats. View career fielding stats. Let's see. So 97. Okay, so right here, yeah, you can see his range factor 2.47. That's good. I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's good. Everybody else, I don't know. I don't know if there are any big ones out of here, because I don't really know, because again, it doesn't show. I have that blocked. This is for the computer to know. I am the omnipotent commissioner, so I do new law or rules or anything, but basically I follow. Let me see. So it looks like if we go here and actually I want to see Daryl Porter. Yeah, this is his first year too. So if I look at league history logs, if we do major transaction logs, would it be January 97? No, I just wanted to see these guys. There's got to be a way I could just see these guys. Wait a minute. Washington logs, major. Okay, so this should be it. Let me see, February. You know what? You know what I think they did? I think they fired him. Brad Woodall. And again, if anybody knows Out of the Park Baseball and you know exactly where I can find like staff overhaul, please let me know. I would really love to know that. November, October. Pop Carter. All right, I had to get rid of. It was probably a made-up guy. They keep on creating them. If you don't I change all my bench coaches to managers because there's not really a real bench coach. Most bench coaches are just guys waiting for their turn to. Oh, here it goes. Frank Robinson retired, so he didn't get fired. So Frank Robinson retired and said, "I'm sick of this shit." But hey, it's good enough for Mookie Wilson to come aboard. Oh boy, he became a scouting director for the Yankees. Good for him. I think the Yankees actually they lost to the Portland Beavers in a 7-game series. That's right. Retired numbers, Jackie Robinson. Okay, so that's the Washington Nationals. I don't think there was anybody else on the pitching staff worth noting. Mundo Benitez. He was sort of the closer last year, but he blew it. He couldn't hold on to it, and he definitely couldn't hold on to this. And this guy was look at him. He was a guy that just lasted almost till he was 40 years old. But it doesn't look like, and I smacked my lips again, I'm sorry, but it doesn't look like he's going to be anything good. It's Rick Helling. He's an older guy. Came from Texas, it looks like. Yep. 6.0. I just don't know. Nothing coming down the pike either. You got Terry Matthews here. And, yeah, I mean, you could say they're placeholders, but you're really, at some point, the Nationals really, Rusty Grier killed everything. He can't stay healthy. If he could, he'd be a great presence in the middle of the lineup. But as you can see in the middle of the lineup now, well, you got Preston Wilson now, but I mean, you got old Glenn Davis, and Glenn Davis hit what? 13 home runs in almost 300 at-bats. That's not how you do it. Todd Hundley only hit 16, you know. Todd Hundley, I think, hit 40 with the Mets one year. So, it was a rookie that hit 40, right? Real life stats. Bang, 41. So he was he a rookie? It wasn't the rookie, right? Well, I know the guy that plays first base for the Mets right now, the polar bear dude. I know, I guess he just surpassed, but I really thought this was like, I thought he was a rookie when he hit that, but I guess not. Now, yeah, so I mean, they really need him. I mean, Brett Gates is nothing to write home about. But he is, see, in this league that's supposed to have less home run hitters, but yet I've had the home run record broken and tied twice already. Jesus. I mean, he's a good number 2 hitter right here. 282. He puts the ball in play. How many? But they could do better with Rusty Grier right there, you know? And it's just Joe Spadleone. See, another guy that came out of, oh, he's independent too. Okay. I didn't think I had that many. But, all right. So, that's the Nationals, Joe Gargiulione and Frank Robinson. Now, we look at the standings again. Detroit's not doing so well. Detroit had a first-year manager as well. And you can see who that manager is. It's Alan Trammell. And Lou Whitaker also retired, I think, 2 years before Trammell. Trammell retired last year. And Lou Whitaker had a career-ending injury, I believe, in the first year we had this, which really bummed me out. Really did. Let's see his player thing. History. Yeah, I had this is just me basically bringing him back and then making sure that I got a coaching career. Oh, or did I bring him back? No, I didn't bring him back. This was it. He blew out his labrum right here. And that was a bummer. So this thing, I think what I had to do is I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. Maybe I changed his position? Something like that. Anyway, so I don't know, his standard right now to make the Hall of Fame, that's a big one. I mean, if you look at his history, he was the Rookie of the Year, 3 times best fielder, best hitter at his position, 5 times All-Star. It's just, I mean, he had a great little span there when Detroit was just dominant, but I don't know. Don't know if he's going to make it. It's, I mean, some of these Hall of Fame standards, 47, average Hall of Famers 50, Gray Ink 30 though, 141, Black Ink 0. And what these are is Gray Inks, I think, is like the top 10 for offensive categories, and the Black Ink is leading, something like that. And then you have this Jaws thing where he's 40.1 and the average Hall of Fame second baseman is 39. So, I don't know. I mean, he was one of the best of his time. I really thought in real life him and Trammell should have went right together. Now, and this is Trammell, and I believe Sparky Anderson retired as well. So, Sparky Anderson. Yeah, Sparky Anderson had to retire. And so Alan Trammell took over. Let me see. So if we do this, Detroit, quickly, we don't want to spend too much time on Detroit, but team history, logs, news logs. No, I just want to see the logs and major transaction logs. Okay, so January 97, boom, boom. Oh no, Boom. October, right? October. Cecil Fielder, is he still playing? Oh, he's still playing. Hey, he's just a shell of himself, though. Bench coach. Alan Trammell retires and then became... Oh, Skeeter Barnes was the manager. 61-93. Holy jeez, he looks ghostly ill. So Skeeter Barnes looks like he was the manager for 1 year, and Sparky Anderson must have retired. Yeah, Sparky Anderson must have retired in October of 95. This. Yep, manager Sparky Anderson retires. Okay. That's what happened. All right, so anyways, enough of that. Enough with Detroit. What we're going to look at is... All right, so the standings. Oh, wait a minute. No, Yankees came in third place this year. Blue Jays came in first. And the Mariners did as well. But they could not overcome. And the Angels, boy, yeah, they had injuries. Just to look at this, they had, look at their Chuck Finley, their number one ace, 2.74 ERA, 16-9. Mark Langston, 18-7, having a comeback year. Jared Washburn, come on. He was serviceable. And then Jim Leyritz suspended for PEDs. And he got traded. Yeah, the Yankees traded him for Billy Wagner. And Billy Wagner is not the Billy Wagner that came into being during this time. So, I don't know. 5.52. I mean, he did really good in 96, but geez. It looks like that's an aberration. I could see that. Ross Powell. Double-A team. Oh, he's with Hawaii now. So weird how they trade him and then all of a sudden it's like they put him on waivers. Just very, very freaking weird. Yeah, so, and then they got Steve Avery from the Braves, and Steve Avery was a very good player for the Braves. And if the Braves had him this year, instead of trading him away, the Braves might have beaten the Beavers, because I believe Greg Maddux was hurt. Yep, Greg Maddux was hurt almost all year. 3.31, only, 14 games he played. And then Tom Glavine at the end of the year blew out. Yep. And he won't be back until, good Lord, August of next year. And then you got Kevin Millwood. Boy, that's going to be a really bad... Oh, Millwood wasn't in the league yet. Okay. So, but he was coming aboard, and that's probably why they got rid of Mike Stanton, busted for PEDs. Come on, Stanton. Come on, man. David Justice, broken kneecap. He'll never amount to... I don't think he's going to amount to much. I mean, he does well, but it's like Rusty Grier. He's got the rusty... Oh, my God. Their minor league team is just a walking... Oh... A walking infirmary. So, yes, I mean, they have Jason Schmidt still. And they have John Smoltz, who had a very John Smoltz-like season. But, yeah, the Braves just couldn't come back from that. They had Schmidt, Schmaltz, and then they had guy Brock and Tommy Harrison. How old was Tommy Harrison? 26. Journeyman. Yeah, journeyman. Quadruple A thing. And Mark Wohlers, I think, was... he had a very... Mark Wohlers' career. Or a year. He had 40 saves last year, 33 saves, 95, and then 26 saves last year. But the thing with the Braves is, I mean, they have Chad Fox, Scott Service, Clance, Borowski. I mean, this is a very, very good bullpen. They had a very good bullpen. But yeah, you can't overcome like Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine being out. It's actually a surprise that the Braves won the division ahead of the Pirates. It dumbfounds me. Oh, Andy Van Slyke is, oh my God, Andy Van Slyke is back with the Pirates. He bounced to Baltimore, to Hawaii. Then he went to Pittsburgh. Oh my God. He had 5 triples at the age of 36? What the? It must be the ballpark. It has to be the ballpark. They got rid of him when he batted .310. But he had a 350, and a 357 on base percentage and a 449 slug, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, he's done." Wow, he came back and now he's the number 2 hitter. But they have Kevin Young, and Kevin Young is just, what a monster this kid is. Well, he's 28. He's not a kid anymore, but he's just consistent ever since this league began. He was originally, in real life, he was originally a first baseman, but they moved him to third because he could play third. So I don't think he's a very good third baseman, to tell you the truth. Yeah, 45. He's not a very good third baseman. That errors. The arm's good. The range is okay. That's that error percentage. What is his fielding? Hmm. 22 errors. Negative zone rating. Efficiency below 99. Okay, so he's not doing anything with the, you know what, this guy makes up for it. I mean, look at this. Plate appearance 683, 691. The guy is consistent, and we play 154 games. So the guy only took 2 games off the last 2 years. I'd like to know when the hell that is. I don't know why they do the 162 game average. I know, they do it for Modern League Baseball, but my league has 154 games, so it should reflect that. But what are you gonna do? You can't do really anything. John Lieber was a big blow to them, injured. I mean, he's not the greatest pitcher in the world, but he ate up innings. Jason Bell was nothing to write home about. Chris Hammond was. He was having a very good year in '97 after faltering last year, coming over to Pittsburgh. But yeah, I mean, they have Josiah Gillian, who I think this is his first year starting. Yep, 21 years old. Finally got the start. He's a leadoff hitter, apparently. He's a good right fielder. Often speaks without thinking. He's got good speed. But does he have the on-base percentage? Not really. 354, not really. But, he's got speed. He's got speed up there. And he, 9 out of 11 is not bad. Micah Franklin. Now, Franklin, I remember from the first year I had, he led in, strikeouts. 162. So this is one of those things where you see a young player, and he was 22 in 95. Probably turned 22, turned 23. So he came aboard, 285. He had the power, 36 home runs. But he struck out too much. And he's just one of those guys that kind of developed. And you can see now, for some odd reason, they let him steal. So it looked like he has base running potential. But for some reason, he wasn't stealing. But now, he shouldn't be. But he is stealing. I don't know why. Batting fourth. But, I mean, he's not as consistent as Kevin Young by far. But look at the on-base percentage. 370, 385. Last year, and this year, it was 355. But, so it's kind of a down year for him. But he did a hell of a job, and his strikes went down. And what did I keep on pressing? I'm sorry, what my mouse button is, for some reason I have this part of my health problems is that I'm having these twitches, and so said a little bit more than I wanted to, but So yeah, so I twitch and I hit the other the right mouse key. Anyway, so let's look at the fielding stats here. The fielding stats are yeah, he's not a great fielder. But these guys, I mean, these guys are good. I mean, now you got Bobby Higginson in here. Came from Detroit after hitting 40 home runs in 1995 as a rookie. Boy, he's fallen. But he did hit 275 with 16. All right, let's look at how many doubles. Well, he hit more doubles. Okay. So probably ballpark kind of thing. So he hit 40 home runs in Detroit. Kind of faltered. He hit 225 there. And then came aboard, and his strikeouts went up, went down. Walks went up. These guys should not be stealing bases. 50%. 5 triples, 22. All right. So he doesn't have the greatest speed, but he's pretty good at base running. And I just like this. I mean, the Pirates, they had Andy Van Slyke in center. And then they had Bonds in left, and they had Bonilla in right, and they were pretty good. They had Doug Drabek and everything. And then they have Danny Neagle, who I think right now, and this guy, poor guy, after he retired in real life, he drowned. I think at the age of 40 something. So, or 40, late 40s, early 50s, I believe. Life cut short. Anyways, for some reason in this league, he's just gotten better. I mean, he's I think his home runs went down this year. I think. No, they didn't. But he's pretty good in everything. Last year was really good. I think he won? No, he didn't win. He had to come in. This is the one good thing I like. His accomplishments. 4 hit. He throws some shutouts, I'll tell you that. Struck out 15. 6-year contract extension with Pittsburgh. So he's not going anywhere. He is not going anywhere. And he gets hurt, but yeah, you look at these injuries, don't worry about it. I mean, when you get hurt, these are pitchers. Torn fingernail, calf strained back. It's fine. He misses a start. He misses a start or two. But he's always freaking there. So, these are with 154 games. This is it. 33 starts. That's basically what you can do. I think 35 starts is probably the maximum you can do. Esteban Loaiza. Why does he say 0-0 for Esteban Loaiza? When? Oh, what happened? Was he injured? I think he was injured. 13-14. Yep, he's coming back. So Esteban Loaiza missed all of last year, so he's coming back. And he was doing good in 95. Did he win the Rookie of the Year? I thought there was like something here that showed you 75 prospect that showed like he came in third in the Rookie of the Year. Like the awards here. Anyway, I thought that's what it showed, but maybe it did not. Paul Wagner is, I think he's more like a reliever, but for some reason he's starting. Malecki serviceable. Doug Creek. Plesek is a stopper. Holy shit, he had a good year. He lost the stopper closer job last year. Then he got it back this year. What did he lose it to? Oh, and they got Randy Myers from Detroit. Randy Myers, one of the nasty boys, is now bouncing. Rick Aguilera is now bouncing around. Whoa, hold on. Okay, I was going to say, man, do they have another ex-closer in the bullpen? Because that wouldn't be fair. Yeah, they got three ex-closers in the bullpen. So, yeah, they have a pretty good bullpen as well. Let's see. And then you got the Expos. Vlad Guerrero. That's the man. I think he won the... did he win the MVP? No, he didn't win the MVP. Rookie All-Star Game. Batter of the Month award. No, he didn't. Wow. 24-game hitting streak. But Vlad Guerrero, Rondell White, oh God. Pedro Martinez is still an Expo. But he's just, look at that. 7 games in 95. 4 games in 96. Only 24 games this year. It just there's his potential 80. I just don't think he's going to hit it. Jeff Fasario is supposed to be like a reliever, but he was forced into being the ace, and he did a decent job, which is something else. Javier Vasquez, I remember that name. I remember all these guys. Eric Gagne, the guy who set the saves record with the Dodgers, but now Eric Gagne is who is like French Canadian, is with the Expos. And I did not make that happen, people. Look, drafted in the 95 first draft, Rick, by the Chicago Cubs. Failed to sign with the Cubs. Signed a minor league contract with the Expos in 96. So this was all the AI, and I'm loving how it's turning out. I like the fact that Ted Lilly, he was out he got hurt at the end, had a bad year. But Ted Lilly is now a part of the Expos because Wilton Guerrero, who's Vlad Guerrero's brother, Roberto Duran, Bochica, Grunzolotic. Wow, he did really good with the Dodgers. And Jody Reed. Where's Jody Reed? Jody Reed's back with Boston. Wow. Back to Boston. Are you going to retire as a Red Sox? That's pretty neat. Some of these stories that just kind of like evolve by themselves are pretty freaking good. Tim Wallach. Where's Wallach? Seattle. Okay. Steve Rogers. He's got to be long retired. Yeah, 47 years old. So you got the team staff, Kevin Malone here. This is so much easier to do. He's been with the Expos for these years, and they've done well. I mean, last year they had injuries, especially to the pitching staff. But, I mean, Pedro being out, only playing 4 games, that'll kill you. Philippe Lu, still the man. He's been here since 92. Can't tell his salary here. But, I mean, 481, 557 win percentage. One of these freaking days, I mean, 94, you can see it right here. First place. He won the Manager of the Year, but there was no World Series, and the Expos never won until technically they won when the Washington Nationals won, because that's who they are. Yeah, so these guys have kept the same staff, I believe. Oh, no. They got a new pitching coach. Oh, they picked up the Mariners pitching coach, who did a hell of a job. Oh, no, he didn't. 505. Ugh. But he did okay here. Tommy Harper. And Tommy Harper's been doing good as the hitting coach. So, top prospects, Javier Vasquez, who is pitching here. Bill Burns. Another, Cal State for, see this, these guys are just, they bump right up. Toby Seaworth. This is another guy that UCS Trojans. So they don't really have like a whole bunch of prospects, but they're doing okay. And then you got Moises Alou, and he's been with the Expos all his career. And then Jose Vidro, one of my favorite players of all time. Second baseman. And that's what he does. He hits like 303. Doesn't really walk that much, but he puts the ball in play. Great number 2 hitter. And then you got Vlad Guerrero. You got Rondell White, who he's just been excelling. He's just getting better every year. And look at that. Oh, shoot. Like Vlad missed time last year, which hurt the club a little bit. But Rondell White, 150 games, 152 games, 151 games. That's what you want out of consistent. And then 20 home runs, 26, 23. And then you have Darren Fletcher, probably the best catcher in the league offensively. Guy hit 335, 24 homers. How much? You can't get a better catcher than that. You got Orlando Cabrera, a very good defensive shortstop, working with Vidro, a very good defensive second baseman. Alu's a very good, he's above average left fielder. Cliff Floyd is a decent first baseman. Nothing to write home about. But Cabrera, good times. Sean Perry at third base is, I don't know, he seems like to be the weak link. He's 31 years old and it looks like he's going downhill fast. I mean, he hit 32 home runs in 95 and he's been injured. I believe he's been injured. Yeah. Actually, he hasn't been really injured that much. He got a strained oblique for 5 weeks. But in 96, something... Did they have like a... Maybe they had another third baseman or something? Let me see. Lineups. Do they have like left... Will Cordero goes to first base. Third baseman. Shane Andrews? Nope. Someone must have been playing third base. Oh, probably this guy. Probably Will Cordero was playing third base ahead of Sean Berry. So, yeah. But, yeah, you got Wilton Guerrero. Brad Fulmer suspended for 4 games. Oh, Brad Fulmer is the first baseman, actually. So, 41 home runs, 42 home runs. Yes. Look at that. 332, 321. Consistency. And this guy is a first baseman and steals 10 bases. Look at that. Goldschmidt before Goldschmidt. Standings again. Let's go. Havana Sugar Kings. And if anybody wants to know exactly what team, then just let me know. I can go back and look. For the Havana Sugar Kings, as you can see, the front office is Raul Castro. So Raul Castro is the general manager. He's also the brother of Fidel Castro, the owner of the team. He gave up communism for a baseball team. And it looked like they were going to be the first. It looked like they were going to be the first successful expansion team. 70-84 is amazing. They were amazing that year. 79-75, they come back. They're 12 games back, and now 60-94, 40 and a half games back. So their run score just like kind of plummeted. Really did. I mean, their run against didn't, but yeah. So I don't know if heads are going to roll. And they got Pete Rose. Pete Rose has been the manager, and I don't know if he's gonna last. He just dropped right down to the bottom, but and you can't really blame injuries because there wasn't. I mean, it just seems like people kind of like step back from what they used to do. I mean, Rick Reed wasn't a huge loss, and Glenn Murray wasn't a huge loss. I mean, well, he kind of was. Glenn Murray is kind of a loss. Yeah, 24 homers, 261 last year, and 81 games. So it looks like he's like one half. He looks like he's one half of a platoon. But yeah, like all the other guys, it's just Wilson Alvarez. He came over, did pretty well. Jamie Navarro had a great 2 years with Havana. I think he was the number 1 pick for them. Round 1, pick 2. Yep. He was the second pick in the expansion draft. So, Jaime, is it Jaime or Jamie? They probably call him Jamie, but Jaime is, well, no, Jamie. I think Puerto Ricans don't do the Jaime. I think they pronounce J's. Because I have relatives that are Puerto Rican and they're named Joey, not Hoey. So, and it's just, all right. And yeah, so, yeah, he flummoxed this year, and he might be on the down. Yeah, so he didn't do so well. So that was one thing. I think Mike Mims went down too. Yeah, Mike Mims went down. He was 11-6, 3.53. So yeah, it was here. It's just Yoshi was he the first pick in the draft? Drafted in 97, round one, pick 26 by the Indians, released by Cleveland the same year. 2 days later? Come on, guys. Come on. So stupid. You're so stupid. Troy Bronin. This guy ain't anything special. So, it looks like they just do not have... That's the thing. Injuries, and they don't have, like, the backup. They just... If somebody gets hurt, they're kind of doomed. All right, so we got... Ricky Badalico, the former Philly closer. Well, he wasn't. Actually, he wasn't. Mitch Williams was the closer. This guy took over. This guy took over after Mitch Williams, after they lost that World Series, the 93 World Series. Because Mitch Williams getting death threats from stupid Philly fans. But, yeah, it's just... It looks like the starting pitching. Brett Beatty... yeah, here we go. Brett Beatty had a 5.06 slugging last year. And it turns... And now he's down to freaking nothing. Jeff Conine. Jeff Conine actually was the improvement. He came over from Portland last year at the trade deadline. Gene Schall actually did better. Yeah, Gene Schall. Ron Coomer. He's a Coomer. Ron Coomer actually had, a decent year. I mean, last year he played 93 games. So a little inflated, 394 on base percentage and all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, you can see from the first year he came over from Havana. Batting 300, maybe a 340 on base percentage. Yeah, I mean, he's a decent power hitter. Marcus Giles, he was an improvement. It's just the starting pitching. That's all it is. Oh, Danny Peebles went down. Kelly Stinnett went down. Now, I remember Kelly Stinnett was traded straight up for Daryl Sherman. And then Daryl Sherman went to the Mets and became like a awesome type of leadoff hitter. Yeah, he did. Look at this, 96. 28 stolen bases, only 5 caught. Batted .308, .412. That is a great freaking... Ooh, shoot. I did it again. That is a great freaking leadoff hitter, right? So, but then he kind of like flunked this year. So, Fringe, batted .305. He had 35 stolen bases. Wow. How the hell did he get stealing and base running to 80? That's okay. As you can see here, he did not steal in the minors, and he did not steal last year, but for some reason, bang, 35 stolen bases from a catcher. 7 triples, too. 29, 6 homers. 29 walks, 30 strikeouts. That seems about right. He should get better in that regard. Yeah, okay. Contact, gap power, home run power, eye discipline, avoid Ks. Yeah, he is a very good catcher. Very good catcher. Catcher ability, catcher arm. Never drags his feet on the baseball diamond. The New York Assassin. That's named the New York Assassin, JT Fringe. But that's, he doesn't have power. So you're... Oh, Bobby Bonilla. All right, Bobby Bonilla had it looks like he might be comeback player of the year. Oh, well, almost. 229 he only hit. But he hit 21 homers. That's good. Jeff Kent, 27 homers, 298. He fell off. But, that's okay. That is okay. Brian Dahlbeck. Was he a draft pick? Oh, yeah, he was. He came up from... Yeah, okay, he came up, and he's doing a hell of a job. 30 home runs. So yeah, Dahlbeck's pretty good. And then you got Brett Saberhagen. I think he came back after. Yeah, he had a year in Cincy. Okay, traded to Cincy by the Mets for Livan Hernandez. Is he still? Well, he's in AAA. It looks like he might be called up next year. 22 years old. And for Butch Husky. So Butch Husky's playing third base over in Cincinnati. Suspended for PEDs. Good going, Butch Husky. So you lost all of 1997. Okay. So he was traded there, and then he... What happened? General... Wait a minute. Oh, okay. No. I got it. Okay. Traded by the Met. Wait. All right. I don't know what the hell's going on. So, oh no. So, okay. So, all right. So the Mets traded and they got Ron Gant, who, you know, in 96, 95, Ron Gant came off of a 35 homer, 278. Yeah. I mean, and he didn't do bad as a Met, but, you know, he didn't live up to the hype. So, but, okay. So, okay. So they traded him again. Oh, for Butch. Okay. So they traded Saberhagen and Livan Hernandez. Oh, Livan only has 50. Oh, that's a shame. He only has 56 potential. Oh, Livan Hernandez isn't going to last forever like he did in real life. That's a shame. Oh. Well, yeah, and Saberhagen came back to the Mets. All right. Yeah, he had a pretty good year. David Segui was having a hell of a year. He was going to have a career year. Got hurt. Jay Payton is the reason they let Preston Wilson go. And, oh, well, he got hurt at the end of the year. Okay, so not a bad thing. He did. I mean, we looked at, he's not the power hitter Preston Wilson is. But it looks like, he steals bases, 330, but his on-base percentage isn't really good. Now, you see, what you would do here, all right, so Daryl Sherman's there, fringe, great number 2 hitter. Daryl Sherman, great, well, if you look at his 96 with the 412 on-base percentage, and 28 stolen bases, only 5 caught stealing, absolutely amazing leadoff hitter, probably the best in the league. Because Ricky Henderson is old now and got hurt. So, Daryl Sherman, I would say, what a steal from Havana for, like basically a backup catcher. So, but Havana needed a catcher. And, but this year, oh, it looks like he gets hurt. Okay. Oh, no, wait a minute. He had 76 games. He only started 52. Jay Payton? Wait a minute here. Okay, wait a minute here, guys. He'd still had a 342 on base percentage, but 6 stolen bases, 8 caught stealing. That's not good. That is not good. Pepperidge Farm doesn't approve of that. Well, let's look. 97. Injured. Oh, herniated disc in his neck 5 to 6 weeks. Then a sore elbow 3 weeks. Yeah, he was out quite a bit this year. Okay. All right. So, but when Daryl Sherman's there, Jay Payton. Where's Jay Payton? Well, he was injured. Okay, so maybe. Let's go home again. Maybe it's a split. That's right. Yeah, that could probably be a platoon. That's probably why. So, yeah, that's a good platoon, too, because Jay Payton steals bases as well. Yeah. What's his fielding? Okay, so his fielding is, mostly center field. Okay, so, and so what's Sherman? Sherman is, and I'm doing this because, it was probably some Met fans in here. And I'll go to the Yankee fans, too. I know a lot of Yankee fans. So, not real fielding. Okay, so see, yeah, okay, so he bounced around. That's cool. All right, yeah, so they used him to bounce around. But they do have Carl Everett, who, by the way, is one of those guys. They call him C-Rex because he denied that dinosaurs ever existed. He's one of those guys that think the world's only 10,000 years old. So he's like, yeah, one of those guys. He was not probably one of the dumbest guys outside of that. And I'm not attacking anybody who's religious, but he said a lot more stupid things than that. That was one of his biggest ones that he got nailed for. Where he thought, dinosaurs were a big conspiracy. So, anyways, but he's the left fielder. I don't see anything special about him. What are his splits? Batting splits. Yeah, we can. Not batting versus batting splits. Versus wait a minute. Regular season. Oh, it's plate appearances. Okay. I thought this was career. Yeah, oh, he does best. He's much. Oh. Well. Hits for more power and contact against left-handers. So from his batting right-handed, he gets more contact on the ball. But it looks like he's got a better eye when he's batting from the left side. Okay. So he's pretty much a decent player. He's a good switch hitter. He's got no kind of weaknesses against pitchers. And then you got Al Martin, who I just think is a good hitter. I mean, look at that. I mean, he was good over Pittsburgh, but boy, he came over here and wow, 332, 409, 568. Jeez. Dave Malecki. And Dave Malecki did not live up to that bargain. Well, I guess he did. He did better than the 5.46. I just don't know why the hell you would trade Al Martin. Al Martin, wait a minute. So, why would you trade Al Martin? Oh, I know, because you have Jose Guillen, Bobby Higginson, you have Orlando Merced, who is batting, who's got a pretty good punch to him, and then Joe Nunley, who can smack against right-handers. Okay, I see it. But what are they going to do with him? See, Aramis Ramirez, 68 potential. What are they going to do with him? They got to do something. Do they move Kevin Young to first base and Aramis Ramirez? I mean, he's 19 years old and you're playing him in majors. That's not cool, dude. Especially when his overall is 46 and he's 19. I mean, if you're doing that, he's got to freaking start. Dale Svem, 33 years old. This guy's still a good shortstop. So I'm gonna check position to shortstop. Is he? No, he's just basically bench material. So I guess Jose Guillen was enough to get rid of. Him, but. I mean, you can't. I mean, he doesn't have the power or anything. But I guess if you want it speedier, better fielders, I suppose that works. I forgot to say Jay Bell here has been with the Pirates since 1989, and the dude just rakes. In 94, in 94 that was where the stoppage. So even then, it's like this year was the year he played. Is the only year he played 150 games in his career with Pittsburgh. It also was his worst year. No, not really. Worst year in a while, though. All right, so and then Matt Matheny, and the reason Matt Matheny is capitalized is because he will be a manager one day. These are the guys I know are going to be managers. Jason Kendall. Wow, he is the freaking catcher. And he stole 39 bases. So he's like JT Fringe. Who? So, yeah, he's the best catcher. Okay. All right, we're going to... Our stolen... I got to see this. I'm sorry. I got to... Statistics. Stolen bases. Oh, it's combined. Home runs, hits, runs... Caught stealing Delano to Shields for, 38 times? Tony Gwynn 23 times? And he stole 41 bases? Something went wrong with my stolen bases this year. Jesus. But then again, you can see Chipper Jones, 66 home runs. He tied Dante Bichette for the lead. Sosa hit 56, McGuire 52, Mike Wolf of Philadelphia, career minor leaguer, hit 50, Tony Batista hit 46, and Juan Gonzalez hit 43. So my attempt to get rid of the steroid era and get rid of these ridiculous home run totals just basically gave higher home run totals and more warped statistics. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, so... sue me. I don't know. Oh, Ichiro had an awesome 96. Almost hit 400 and then hit 309 this year. Wow. Okay. Rudy Pemberton, this guy he just came out of nowhere and just grabbed a job he wasn't supposed to. Danny Peebles, 179 Ks. Jose Hernandez, Mexico. Jesus. Reggie Sanders. Yep, he's a strikeout machine. But, he's productive. But, yeah, so I don't know. I really don't know. So stolen bases, Castillo, 77, Suzuki, 60, Omar Vizquel. How? Yeah, that's got to be skewed. Well, his base running did not show up. Wait, his base running was not that. How old is he? 30? Did he? No, he can't be 30 years old and get speed, can he? And yeah, what the hell? No, it's got to be my statistics. My statistics are screwed up. Like, it looks like triples and stolen bases just for some reason, even though I try to nail them down. I don't know. And here's one guy that is a fictional player that I like. This is the secret weapon, Pablo Sanchez. Backyard baseball aficionados rejoice. So that's him. All right. Let's see. And Derek Jeter, 49. So that doesn't fall in line either. Let me see. Real life stats. Yeah, he would steal 30, but 49? God. Well, I can't say... Okay, so I can't say anything about the stolen bases and the triples. Okay? So, I can't say anything about that because I want it... Doubles should be up. Jose Valentin is the doubles king. I think he's hit like 40 doubles. No, he didn't. 33, 37, 41. Sean Green, is he the doubles guy? Nope, he's not the doubles guy either. Mark Loretta? Nope, Mark Loretta is actually only 26, and he's finally getting his feet wet. Finally got a starting position. Good going, Loretta, even though you're not a shortstop. 11.5, Chipper Jones. Jesus. Edgar Martinez. 38 home runs. Yeah, see, this guy is not going to be... This guy is probably not going to be a Hall of Famer because he's not a DH. I mean, he's got to play third base, and if you look at his... I mean, there's no DH in this league, so he's got to play third base, and his third base is Actually, not as atrocious as I thought it would be. Huh. Only 6 errors. Why didn't he play third base in real life? I don't know. Was there Boone? One of the Boone brothers or something? Maybe. Yeah, but look at the stolen bases. Let me see if I can do... All right, let's American League. Let's look at the stolen bases American League. Kenny Lofton. Kenny Lofton, 49 stolen bases. Still playing for Cleveland, by the way. This Kenny Lofton might have been a Hall of Famer if he stayed in Cleveland. It was just him going to a different team every year that seems to have kind of like people just don't remember him as well. Shannon Stewart. Huh. I don't think he played enough games to actually get a good basis of this. Yeah, he did. Okay. No. He was a stolen base guy. Wow. He did. He started off as a really good stolen base fan. Okay. I will not doubt it at all. Caught stealing Jose Cruz. A lot of stolen bases. It's almost like the 20s. Okay. And then the National League. Oh, Chipper Jones won the Triple Crown. That's a lot of stolen bases for the Shields, though. Pablo Sanchez, Edgar Martinez for Portland. Jason Kendall. Yeah, Jason Kendall. Andrew Jones. And Andrew Jones was kind of a stolen base guy in his early years. And Andrew Jones is probably the only one right now that started the same year he's supposed to start. Now he started as 18, not 19. But he came alive this year. There he is, 274. Finally came alive at the age of 20. He's only going to get better, folks. Kevin Young? Yeah, Kevin Young is the double guy. Yep, 41, 38, 40. Yeah, he is. Sheesh. Damian Easley came over from the Angels. Smacked 36 doubles while also hitting 17 homers. 14 stolen bases. Best second baseman they've had in a while, I suppose. Ray Langford. There's another guy I like. He went to the Dodgers. I did not even know that. Rich Batchelor. Along with Rich Batchelor. Okay, so he was with the Cardinals. He went there. Oh my God. 15 saves. He's the closer. For Mike Piazza. Oh, okay. Jeez. All right, so wait a minute here. Is that a good trade? Mike Piazza, in my first year here, hit 406. And he hit 56 homers. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway. All right, the last thing. Okay, so let's go. We saw Havana with Pete Rose. Might get the boot. Let's look at Havana. Let's look Hawaii. I think Dale Murphy. I think Dale Murphy will get fired. Yeah, 47, 107, 53, 101, 54, 100. That is just even for an expansion team, you have to sit there and go, no. And even though, Dwayne Murphy, great Atlanta Brave icon, you gotta at least show a little bit of improvement, and it really is. Hawaii and Mexico are not showing that. And now this is a great player from Japan, and what I wanted to do is, so you have Seattle and you have Hawaii fighting for the Japanese imports. So we should have a lot more Japanese imports coming in, hopefully. I don't have any Japanese leagues, but I have them coming in from those kind of leagues. Because if I put it in now, I think there's just going to be fake players. I'm not sure, but I know it's going to fill up with fake players. They only have like real time. They only have like if I no 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 if I import it now, even though it's only 1998, what'll happen is they'll import what like the managers that they have in 2020, which means a lot of players will be the retired managers. So if that makes sense. All right, so a lot of players playing today, like Ichiro Suzuki, will be managing over there at in 2020 Japan if I import it. Now, the Islanders are... Man, I can never find the ballpark. The Islanders are... Team settings. Okay, edit ballpark. They are in a relatively pitcher-friendly park. A little bit more doubles and triples. But, for the most part, you know, they're in a pitching park. Not excessively a pitcher park, but it is. And they're owned by... excuse me. They're owned by Hank Rogers, the guy... And this, I love this photo of him. The inventor of Tetris. Dun, 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 dun. You didn't know it was a Dutch guy. Hold on. Joe Fontenot. Okay. He's like an A, but he's well known locally. You don't even know this man. All right, so these guys, it's just I mean, they had Sid Fernandes, and Sid Fernandes went to Baltimore, came back to Hawaii because this is his hometown, for crying out loud. So he came back again. And I had to make up these teams. All right. Top prospects, Lance Berkman was a Astro, but he got drafted here by the Hawaii Islanders. Oh, he's playing for the Islanders. Is he? He's batting fourth. Oh my goodness. So he got a little cup of coffee last year in September. And then this year he came up like mid-season. 257, 900. All right, let's see. I'm hoping good things from you at age 21. Jack Bott, Schaffer, and Schaefer. Not the greatest ball players, but Sid Fernandes did an okay job. Had a bad year in Hawaii, bad year in Baltimore. Came back over here in Hawaii and had a pretty good year. His walks are up, but his strikeouts were up too. Donovan Osborne has been, decent. I mean, for a 4.49 ERA, he's not bad. They got Shigoshi Hasagawa. And they got him from... Oh, this guy played for Chicago in real life, I think. Oh, no, Anaheim. So he came over in Anaheim. And he was more of a reliever. Okay. And then he went to Seattle. Oh, boy, he had a really good year at Seattle that 1 year. Or 2 years. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, so he's starting here. He was a reliever, but I guess he's got enough stamina to start. 35? Ooh. Where's his game logs? 4.2. Oh, 7 innings pitched. Okay. 4.2. 7 innings pitched. Wait a minute. Is this a... Yeah, that's the problem with these, like, guys that you get splits. Versus, what did he throw? There was righty? Oh, geez. Lefties light him up. Lefties light him up. He can't strike him out. He walks him too much and he can't strike him out. Okay. Can I see his game log for a longer period of time? Whoa. What was that anyways? That was something. There has to be pitching splits? No. Time frame, lineup as reliever. Nope. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh my God, I can't. I really do apologize. It's just my hand is really. It's not doing good. I feel a little better, but it's just not. It's not doing good. 6 innings. Yeah, I have 6 innings pitched, 5.2. Okay, he doesn't go long in innings, but you know, if they had a good starting pitching, which they don't. Look, they only have like these 2 injuries. Jesus Sanchez. I mean, for an expansion, for a team like this, oh, jeez, 118 walks. Okay. He's only 22, so hopefully he gets better. And Masaka Endu, 25. Ugh. He's horrible. Greg Olson. Wait, where the hell did he come from? Greg Olson used to be Baltimore's freaking great ace. He had a great 5-year run. Then he got hurt when he went to Baltimore. And he's just been hanging out in the minors, and he got a new shot with a bad team. Nice. At age of 30. He's definitely not the pitcher he once was, because 49 walks and 77 innings pitched is not. Screw you, hand and fingers, for twitching. That is not 61, 73. Yeah, that is not good. That's like double his. That's not good for a reliever. So he seems to have been lucky. Yeah, this BAP 278. He seems to have been lucky. However, I mean, he's not bad. 9.2 strikeout rate. I mean, he didn't go down. Like in AAA, he had the same 9.4. 9.5. I mean, but his walk rate, yeah. His walk rate's really high. And his home run rate is more than it was. But still, I mean, for being a closer, Hawaii, 3.13. Hell, man, that's pretty good. A walk a game, though, that'll give you a heart attack. Mike James, Carp, Graham Lloyd. All right, so Graham, the lefty, and here's another one. I think he versus left. Oh, jeez. I mean, he sucks but he really sucks versus righties. Oh my God. And you're using him against righties. Dude, this guy should be specialty. That's it. Jeez. Okay, well. And then you got Otis Nixon, still playing at the age of, what? 38. And this face gen doesn't do him justice. Otis Nixon, great guy. Absolutely ugly, though. So, well, he went to Atlanta, and Atlanta released him, right? Yep, okay. And he signed a 2-year contract. Okay, so he'll be back. I'll be back. John Mabry came over for St. Louis and didn't dip. Okay. In a pitcher park, he didn't dip too much. Dean Palmer. This poor guy is just like pure power, and he is stuck in a pitching park. Why would you trade for this guy? Why? Brian Givens? What the hell's Brian Givens? He sucked anyways, but still. You got this. My God. Of course he's angry. The team record and everything. This 45 contact, 65 home run power. I mean, this guy does not belong in a pitcher's park. Oh my God, it's going to be a disaster. Got Lance Berkman, Eddie Taubanese, Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Mike Lansing, come over from Montreal, and has really done well over here. I mean, he never really slugged much, but here it looks like he probably hit more doubles and triples. That's exactly what it was. 30. Yep. Montreal, he was like a 30, 29, 21, 19. But here he comes over, hits 38 doubles and 100 with 100 hits. Jeez, that's good. And then he hits 41 extra base hits and 157. Jeez. So yeah, he's 39 walks, 71 strikeouts though. That went up big time. Like this one was pretty impressive. 22 and 44. And Roberto Kelly. He was in Montreal. He hasn't really done much since the Yankees, though. 115, 261, 86 strike. Yeah, not so good for Roberto Kelly. And Dick Schofield. Has bounced around. 34 years old. Still a good shortstop. Yeah, 65 range. 60 arms, 65. Yeah. So, yeah, the guy, I think he can only play short. So, 241. He wasn't the starter, so somebody else was the starter. Who? Joe Randa. Joe Randa's a decent guy. Charlie Hayes, the old veteran here. He's not an old veteran. But, only hit 159 here after doing so well at Philly. Roberto Mejia. I think his son is in the majors. Alex Alapadrañas. Huh. Never heard of that guy. He's Greek, though. Kirk Manwaring. Came over from San Francisco. Oh, do they swap out? No. Taubani still hits against lefties. Mabry, Dean Palmer. Oh, D. Palmer. Oh, Joe Randa goes to third base against lefties. I get you. Good. James Mouton, though, lost his spot. That's a shame, because Mouton was about the only good player for the last 2 years for these guys. 95, 41 doubles, 10 homers, 3 triples. Falters a bit. I think he got hurt. And now this year he lost his freaking spot, man. Well, he got hurt because it looks like here he went in a rehab assignment. That's a bummer. Yeah, he went from 35 stolen bases. I mean, still 70% right there. What's going on here? Shoulder tendonitis sprained. Jeez. Elbow. His elbow. His arm is... yeah, damn it. Oh. And then a fractured rib 3 weeks. So, last 2 years have not been good for him, but I hope he comes back. Then you have Harold Baines. And what was Harold Baines playing? Another guy that will not make the Hall of Fame probably in my league. All right, see, because you could see for like 93, you can see this. He was a DH. He played right field. Yeah. He played right field first couple of years, and then he became a DH. And so now he has to actually play the field. So he's playing right field, left field. Okay, right field for Baltimore here. Not bad. All right, so batting 280, 14 homers. That's impressive. He almost got the league lead in homers. Was he here all? Yeah, he was here all year. I was gonna say, man, geez, but he only started 98 games. Can't fault the man. Well, let me see, what's he got? All right, so he's got 1,137 runs, 2,469 hits, 423 stolen bases, 48 triples, 327 homers, 1375, 290. Okay. And then Gerald Young, who he's a good. I think he's a good fourth outfielder. Don't know. I mean, they're gonna have Otis Nixon, but they'll probably release him. So that's, and there's the pitching for here. You got Lance Painter. I think Lance Painter was Sox, Malaki. Only 14 in his pitch. Graham Lloyd. Oof. This is rough. This is just rough. Who? Rough. Rob Stanifer, though. Who the hell is this guy? He came out of nowhere. Probably played for Miami, it looks like. And then Boston. Huh. Well, I mean, he had a good year, so he'll probably come back. All right, so that's the Islanders. Then we have the guys that finished ahead of them, barely. And that's the Mexico City Diablos. Diablo Rojos. The Red Devils. Dave Concepcion is the general manager. I forgot who the manager was in 1995. Dave Concepcion is not Mexican, though. He's Puerto Rican. No, Venezuelan. Sorry. Who was the first? I think he retired rather than got fired. Let me see. October 95. Nope, yep, Bobby Avila. GM Bobby Avila retires. Bobby Avila was the first Mexican ball player that got a good amount of playing time in the league. All right. Now let's see what Mexico did. Mexico, I got Mike Trombley was out. Oh, he did so well this year, and he's going to be out. Oh, man, he's going to be out till next year. Pablo Sanchez, the secret weapon, 5'3", 135 pounds. What's his fielding like? His fielding is pretty good. 1.2 zone. He's not going to win any gold gloves, I don't think. But, hey, he's not bad. He's pretty good. And he's the top prospect. 50 shortstop. He's got good range. He's got a great arm. 75 arm. 70. Yeah. He just makes a couple errors. And then you got Mario Mendoza. Unlike Dale Murphy, Mario Mendoza, who they call it the Mendoza line when you hit around the 200 range. And this is why. Because look at 221, 180, 185, 198, 218, 198, 245, 231, 118, and his career was 215. So this is what they called the Mendoza line. And he played this because he was a very good fielder. So I don't know if he was that good of a fielder to compensate for that. Wait, what team did he play for? He played for sucky teams. Well, not Pittsburgh, but the other teams. Texas was definitely bad back then. So was in Seattle. All right, so Mario Mendoza, yeah, I don't think he's going to go. And then, of course, Aurelio Rodriguez, he's also an American kind of icon. I think he got elected to office down there. Then they got Raleigh Fingers because they were like, we need pitching help. Raleigh Fingers was not the guy to give you pitching help after you fire the other guy. So, yeah. Raleigh Fingers retired in 1985. And he couldn't help here. And the reason he can't help here is if you look at the info here, ballpark, they are probably the biggest freaking they're probably the biggest. Wait, Estadio, Mexico. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's my 3D model? Load it. Come on, Estadio Foro South. No. Why did it do that? Why did it do that to me? Something. I'm looking somewhere else that I where. All right, I'm not going to care. Anyway, so it's got, yeah, so it's just, yeah, I mean, left-handed batters just smack the crap out of, I mean, you got this 340 here, and it's only got a 14 wall height. This has an 18. It's a little shorter, but still, they can knock it over this one a little bit easier. So, and it's a higher elevation than Denver, so that's what it is. Now, I mean, they got Matt Stairs here, another guy who, if he started, this guy could have been like close to getting some, at least some Hall of Fame votes. I mean, you look at him, 26-38. I mean, this guy was just phenomenal when he was with Oakland. He hit around 250, but he'd slam the frickin' home runs. And then, for some reason, he just became this pinch hitter extraordinaire around 2006. And that's just kind of how he stayed. And he made a nice career out of it. So... yeah, so we'll see what Matt Stairs does. I got Tim Naring, who came over from Boston. And, so he took over third base, and he did a hell of a job. Boy, he had 2 bad years over in Boston. Well, 1 bad year, an injured year. And he came over here, and well, no, he had the 1 year. Yeah, I think he had 2 bad years. Hold on, Jesus. Let me get my story straight. No, he had that bad year in 96. But, yeah, he came over here and started to excel. Jose Hernandez, 28 years old. Dave Terrell. I don't know who the hell this is, but looks like he's a starter now. Scott Cervais. Okay, 320 with 23 home runs. Good for you, dude. Bill D'Angelo is batting 8th for some reason, even though he hit 282 and 23 homers with... Okay. Yeah, but you're going to bat him 8th. Okay. I don't know what the hell you're doing. And then you got Darren Lewis, who is not the greatest center fielder in the world, but he is one of the most consistent, and he is playing right field, apparently. For the most part. But you can see his percentage, and look at his career stats. Like, this dude hardly makes an error. I think, what's he got? 2? Oh, wow, he had 5. Oh, no, that's here. Look, Major League Baseball. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, sorry. 4. He's got 4. 1994-95, he's got 4 errors in his career. And so here, oh my God, look at these total chances. 4 errors in 1456. Holy jeez. Good zone rating. But that was basically 95 when he first came over. Man, that guy's just good. I don't know who let me see, who takes away. Oh, Tom Bernansky. Tom Bernansky. Looks like he's going to retire this year. Yeah. Oh, it looks like Gerald Williams takes time. No. Ugh. Gerald Williams needs a seat on the bench. Oh, yeah. Warren Newsom. Warren Newsom's takes time from Darren Lewis. So he bats left, but yeah, D'Angelo took his spot. And D'Angelo's one of these guys that was, yep, Long Beach Armada. That was in the, darn it, that was in the NCAA. So Warren Newsom there. Any platoons here? Nope, not really. Okay. Pitching here, Mexico. I got Fernando Valenzuela. And he went to Cleveland and came back to Mexico. Jesus. And I think this is where he's going to stay. I think he's done. He got traded by Boston? When did he even play for Boston? I didn't even see Boston on there. I saw Cleveland. Signed a 1-year contract with Cleveland, yeah. Became a free agent. Signed with Boston. And then they traded him to Mexico for Ben Rivera. And then Ben Rivera, what the hell happened to Ben Rivera? Don't tell me. He got claimed off waivers. Jesus Christ. Why do you trade for the player if you're just going to do that, AI? Come on. Come on. Dave McCarthy, please tell me Dave McCarthy's still playing for Boston. Yes, and he is not particularly good. Okay. But, what are you going to do? It's Fernando, and Fernando is now 36 years old. 0-5, 7.42. If he comes back, it is a freaking miracle. It looks like he's only a 50 overall. Yeah. And I think the only thing he's got going for him is his screwball. Yeah, he doesn't have any stuff. His movement's going down. His control's going down. His fastball's gone. Oh, boy. Jacome. Bad. Tim Davis. Good. Good. Wait a minute. He was the closer? He was the closer, then he became the starter? Wow, what a year he had. How many games? 50 games, 16 game starts. Holy shoot. But 4.99, and then Chad Ogia is, again, he's another one. 4.64. I can't complain with that. Not here. Johnny Guzman. Now, who's Johnny Guzman? Was with Minnesota. Claimed off waivers? Yes. Oh, no. He was a minor league free agent. Good. Finally see that. Now you got Ken Ryan, who did a hell of a job this year. 52 games, 2.85. Only gave up 5 home runs. Where the hell did this guy come from? He came from Philly. Philly's bullpen is garbage, and you let this guy go? Waiver. Son of a bitch. Buddy Groom. I'm a Phillies fan, by the way, so that's why I'm sitting there going, damn it. Like, I got Mike Wolf. He hit 50 home runs, but he also strikes out a ton. This guy came from Oakland and had a better... Okay. Hey, can't complain about it. If these guys are building up a good bullpen, as good as they can, by the way, yeah, I mean, geez, then you can't fault them. I mean, they're going to have to out-hit everybody, and I hope they find the players that can do that. These aren't the players that can do that, though. Sanchez is good. I mean, he's good. He's speedy. He hit 5 home runs, which were probably all at home. I guarantee they're at home. Watch this. Splits. No, wait. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Game log. Batting. Splits. Home away, road home. Oh no, he hit 4 home runs on the road at home, only 1 on the road. Gotcha. See, 268 bats, 4 home runs. Yeah, he's not gonna hit. And that one was probably Colorado. He probably hit it out of Coors Field, or not Coors Field. It's not Coors Field. We don't have any sponsorships here. I hate that. All right, so yeah, and it's just I mean, they don't really have anybody in their minor league system. Yeah, I mean, you got to build it up, and it's hard to do that. And they got Manuel Benitez and Tijuana. His potential's only 50, though. Dave Terrell's 50. They could pick somebody up in free agent. I think free agency is going to happen. And what else do we got? I said I'd look at the Yankees, because there's probably Yankee fans here. Yankees have like the decent guys. Bernie Williams is now batting leadoff instead of batting third. He was batting third the last 2 years, 349, 354. So he goes to the bat and leadoff, and he just kind of faltered. Not as good as he did batting third. 16 homers out of 43 or 42, and he drops to 16. 33 doubles. Yeah. So, not so good. Jeremy Giambi goes to left field. Smacks 26 out of the park. Okay. So, that's good. Jeter is now the number 3 hitter and not the leadoff hitter like he used to be. And he led the American League with a 364 average. Chipper Jones had a 368 in the National League, which is why he hit 66 home runs. So, and then Jeter, 49 stolen bases, only 7 homers. And this will probably piss some guys off, but I'm going to do it anyways. His fielding stats. Oh my God, he's above average. He's above average shortstop. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Mariano Rivera, 2 to 3 months out. Last 2 years, look at him. This isn't Mariano Rivera. His potential's 76 still. But yeah, this his cutter 65 out of 80. So if he doesn't develop this cutter, I don't know. And the stuff, I don't see him being the Sandman. I'm sorry. I hope for it, but I mean, he was out this year, torn rotator cuff in 96. But in 95, he had a partially torn labrum, and he was out 4 months. See, so it's just, man, he's just had it rough. Paul O'Neill, let me see, Paul O'Neill, 272. 26 homers. Okay, so he's kind of come alive. He was hurt the last 2 years as well. And he came back with a vengeance. I like this. I like this out of him. 68 strikeouts, 57 walks. So his walks are going down, but, his strikeouts are about the same and consistent. Yeah, okay, so I kind of like that. All right, Paul. All right. He's got that fiery... He's an extremely hard worker, great knowledge of the game, popular in the clubhouse, and he also likes to kick crap, punch stuff when he's losing. Don Mattingly, unknown. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah, he was unknown for the playoffs, which is for the World Series. So he finally, Dan Mattingly, after all this year, and this, here's the thing, like the Yankees, like always made the World Series. Ever since Babe Ruth came around, it was just, I mean, they would miss a couple of years, but then, boom, they'd be right in the World Series again. 30s, 40s, 50s, up to the 60s. And then even in the 70s, Reggie Jackson came along, and they were in the World Series a couple of times. I think 3 times they were in the World Series. And it's just, and then Tom Mattingly came in the 80s, and boom, dry spell until I think the late 90s. And it's just a shame. And, you see 97 here. It's, I think in real life, I think in 96 was his last year. I think he retired after 96. Or maybe 97. Maybe his back just gave out. He just couldn't do it anymore. Is he fragile here? Yeah, he's fragile. And his back, he's got a sprained finger, but his back is just thing. So, I mean, he did really well here. Again, Don Mattingly was not a home run machine. He would hit 30 home runs, but he would hit frickin', 40-something doubles, 38 doubles. Great first baseman. Look at walked. This is the thing. Walked 51 times. Only struck out 38 times. Walked 41. And this is 144 games. 41, 29. Look at this guy. Guy wouldn't strike out. Guy didn't strike out for a power hitter. I mean, not a great power hitter, but a power hitter. What? Oh, for crying out loud, G-Force. Anyway, so we'll update later. We're almost done. I think we're done. They had Chris Gardner. Wow. Okay, only 10 innings pitched. So he took over for somebody. They got Randy Velarde, suspended 8 weeks. What was he suspended for? Does he have a news story? Strain oblique. 7 weeks. 1995. Oh, so he must. He must be suspended for PEDs. He must have came up on that random thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Velarde, Wetland, torn labrum. I mean, this is just. And now Wetland's a big piece of crap. I think he was trying to. This guy was trying to seduce an underage girl. In his 40s. But from this standpoint, they needed him. Dick Galenas. No one special, but he could have filled a role. Jeff Nelson is somebody special. Great left. Right-handed guy. But yeah, so I mean that's what cost the Yankees this year. Oh yeah, Don Mattingly didn't hit the World Series this year. It was the frickin'. It was the Blue Jays. And Don Mattingly's like batting 8th now. So yeah, he's gonna retire. He's down. D'Angelo Jimenez, second base. Okay. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. 273, 6 homers. Wade Boggs is back. Is he gonna retire this year? Hopefully. Did he get 3,000 hits? That's what we're looking for. No. I don't think he's going to get 3,000 hits. Is it because he walked so much? Yeah, he walked a lot. He's a walking machine. He's not like Tony Gwynn. Wade Boggs was a walking machine. 335. Nice. Juan Guzman. Yeah, here's another one. Juan Guzman came from Toronto. Now, see, Toronto went to the World Series, and they got rid of this guy who had 3.72, was a decent pitcher, came over to the Yankees, did a decent job. And who did Toronto get? Somebody that's in their minor league system? Oh, Posada. Jorge Posada they got. Yeah. He's good. Jorge Posada. He's good. Oh, who is their catcher now? Mike Stanley. Okay. So you kept 34-year-old Mike Stanley. You got rid of Leyritz and you got rid of Posada. Is it because part-time he hit 365 last year with 22 home runs? Did you really expect him to do that again? Dummies. They do have Jack McDowell though. Look at that. What a freaking monster season he had, even though he missed like 11 games. Gee, wow. And he Pettit dipped down. Yeah, he had a bad year. Let's look at the rest of the lineups here. You got Robert Fick. is the backup catcher now. 23. Okay, so that works. I mean, these guys, this is no Jorge Posada, though. Tom Wilson. Now they have to figure out who they're going to put at first base. Mike Mitchell, 24 years old, first baseman. He did hit, whoa, he did hit 393. 6 doubles, 46 hits. Might be the guy Mattingly can replace Mattingly. Mariana Duncan, all right. Russ Davis? No, not really. Luis Polonia. Ooh. Luis Polonia. That didn't really do anything, didn't. And Shane Spencer, who I think is a younger guy. Yeah. So, I mean, they don't really have Ruben Rivera. Oh, this guy. This is Mariano Rivera's nephew. And he stole something from somebody, and then they kicked him off the team for the Yankees. He was like stealing shit out of lockers. I mean, Jesus. Don't do that, moron. So I don't really know. Pitching, they don't look like Gil Heredia. They don't look like they have a really tight minor league system. So I'll have to figure something out. Because I think their front office is actually, yeah, Joe Torre got fired from the Cardinals, and guess what? The Yankees hired him. Can you believe that? Real life. It's just like real life. So the Cardinals, yeah, got rid of him. Or no, they didn't renew his contract. His contract was up. He got 85 and 69, but they didn't renew his contract. Wow. 5 years? Okay. Amazing. It's amazing. And then Don Zimmer. Don Zimmer's one of the few guys that actually is a bench coach. I hope he doesn't retire. I hope he sticks around in his 70s. Mel Stoudemire, the pitching coach. Chris Chambliss, a famous hitting coach. He came over from St. Louis. Mel Stoudemire came over from Houston. Whatever his name is, came over from Washington. Bill Hubbard. Who the hell is Bill Hubbard? Okay. I don't know who the manager was. Oh, it's probably Dallas Green, and Dallas Green probably retired. Wow, Lou Gehrig, 2,721 hits as a Yankee. So that's them, and what else? I don't think we have any other teams. I think we went through them all. Hawaii, Mexico, Havana. Yeah, nobody else. And the Washington Nationals. Those are my 14. Oh, well, we can look at the Portland Beavers. These are our champions. Once again, if you look at the history of these guys, ever since they moved, 96, they're the champion. 97, they're the champion. So they're back-to-back champs. Playoff coverage. Oh, wait, geez. What am I doing? I did all that stuff, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know. It's the World Series. Okay, so I just wasted 2 hours just blabbing. But, all right. So, here we go. We're going to look at the two combatants. First, we're going to look at Portland. Now, Portland Beavers, formerly the Florida Marlins. They should not have that 1903, though. Select, filter, Portland. Portland Beavers, Portland Beavers, Portland Beavers, Portland Beavers. 1995. Oh, this is their 1995. Jeez. No. Not the same thing. I just don't like that 1903 there, but I mean, if I have to live with it, I have to live with it, right? No, that's an old one. That's the PCL Portland Beavers. We don't want that one. I got way too many of these. Nah, I don't. That's an old one too. And then we got all these Portland Beavers for my older team here. So 1880, 1909. So you got the Beavers of Portland. Although that might work, right? That might work. 1900, 1924? Nah. 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 No, we're not that one either. That one's just, wow. That's kitschy. That looks like a old time, old 70s freaking thing. Yeah, auto load. Go back to the Portland Beaver. Yeah, 1903. But that's really the PCL one. Anyway, so here's the Portland uniforms. I really like them. We have... come on. What did I do? Okay, so Dave Dabrowski is the general manager. He's been here since 95. Dave Dabrowski, of course, is one of the more famous general managers in all of baseball history. And he's done a hell of a job with the Portland Beavers. I mean, 80 to 74, and he's got rid of good players, but they won the World Series last year, and it looks like they are going to try go against Toronto. I think again. I think they went against Toronto last year. And relation. This is a surprise because he was one of the worst managers ever. He's really a bad manager. I mean, look at his career mark. But for some reason, he stepped in lucky shit with these guys when they moved to Portland, and no matter what he does to try to lose, look at Jeff Conine. Games played in hits, and he moved on to Havana. Gary Shetfield, he's still with Portland, and Bobby Witt is still with Portland. And then they got Jerry Manuel, who is he was the hitting coach for the Ottawa Lynx. Who are the Ottawa Lynx? Are Montreal's AAA team. Okay. And so he came over for the bench, and I think the guy that was the bench coach last year for Portland, I think he got a managerial job. So Larry Rothschild has been the great pitching coach for Portland, and they've gotten better every year. So, I mean, 612 runs against. That's amazing. Now the hitting coach, they dipped. They've been here, so they kind of dipped this year, 271 and only 755 compared to last year, but not a big huge drop. Now their roster, they are going to be going without Oil Can Boyd, which, I mean, 37 years old. This guy just came aboard and took advantage of a team that needed pitchers because guys were getting drafted and there's 4 new teams. So he did really bad the first year, but then he stuck around for the next 2 years, and this year he did pretty damn good, Oil Can Boyd. But he will not be available, and he probably will hang him up. But he did get a World Series ring last year, and he'll get one this year. Hasselman, where did Hasselman come over from? Waivers? No, Joe Nunley. So Joe Nunley went over there. Okay. So 2 guys that were kind of faltering on their teams. They got traded, and they both did better. Randy Wynn, oh boy, good center fielder. Was having a decent year. Not a home run guy. Doesn't hit home runs at all. But he steals some bases. He should be stealing better than that, damn it. But he hits doubles and triples. And Edgar Renteria, I do not see right now. Jeez, Edgar Renteria. This is the guy. Well, I mean, look, he's the best shortstop in the league. No offense to Derek Jeter. But this guy, 39, look at this, 96. Look at it. The Barrincula baby. He's 21 years old. At the age of 20, he hit 39 doubles, 13 triples, 14 homers, and stole 34 bases out of 46. I mean, and he hit 330. Turns 21, can drink, hits 335, steals 44 bases, 20 home runs, 29 doubles, 8 triples. So basically, he learned to lift the ball a little bit better. And those doubles and triples went out of the ballpark. But he will not be playing in the World Series. So, it is up to Luis Castillo, the stolen base champ. Led the league this year in stolen bases. Hits pretty decent triples, but that's about it. I mean, he walks more than he strikes out. Has a 384 base percentage. Mwah. Perfect. 77 stolen bases. Only 22 caught stealing. 78 walks. 384 on base percentage. Hits 303. This guy is the premium leadoff hitter in the league right now. Then you got Mark Kotsay. Mark Kotsay is basically took on a bigger role this year, played a little bit more, and he lived up to the hype. 26 stolen bases, 12 caught stealing, 8 homers, 5 triples, 23, hitting 300. Gary Sheffield, the problem child. Busted for Peds, didn't play 95. Last year hit 36 home runs, batting .324 with a .438 on base percentage on the way to the World Series. This year, not so much. Got injured, but hit 16 home runs. 15, yeah, I mean, the stolen bases are just out of whack. But still had a .395 on base percentage. Good going for Chef. And Sheffield is playing right field. Chris Kopinski is now the shortstop. Nowhere near Edgar Renteria. Let's just make that short. However, he would start on most teams. And I think that's what he's going to try to do. Is he up for signed through 97? Oh, I think he's going to get like a arbitration, which is, his 1 year, 19 days. That's a bummer. But yeah, I mean, he's showing off saying, I can play. His fielding stats says I shouldn't be playing shortstop, but you put me at third base, I could play. So he's much better at third base and first base, of course. Yeah, but he can play all around the field, and so he's got to make up. He's batting fourth, and he's got to make up for Renteria. Oh, and Kotsay is making up for Randy Wynn. Randy Wynn, does he bat left too? No, switch. Kevin Millar. He's the guy that brought home the World Series title to Boston after 86 years. He was the guy, cowboy up, all this kind of stuff. Great guy, great attitude, wonderful charisma. And I think he's the big reason the last 2 years that these guys, Portland has been amazing. And then you got Julio Franco coming back to Portland. No, he wasn't with Portland ever. Okay, never mind. I thought he was with Portland early in his career. Oh, he went back to Cleveland in 95. Okay, that's where he went. So, but he's just like the ageless wonder. He's 39 years old. He can still play. He can play first, second, third base. Still kind of shortstop, but not really. But I mean, he could play all over the field. And because of injury, he's going to be playing third base. And he batted .239. Had a pretty good Yeah, 405 slugging for 39-year-old man. That's pretty damn good. Marvin Bernard. He's starting because he got traded. And because everybody's hurt. Who did he get traded for? Oscar Miller. Okay, so a 25-year-old first baseman that's stuck in Rookie Plus League. That's not a good trade. Roy Raymond-Dilder. Midwest League. And he doesn't look all that terribly good. Okay, so they got Marvin Bernard for like nothing. Wait, did he? And he was the number 48 prospect of baseball in 1995. He's only 26. Okay, but he's out there because I don't know. I don't know. And then Doug Marabelli is the starting catcher, and he came over from San Francisco this year. I mean, they had Charles Johnson, but they gave Charles Johnson up. Rod McCall. Well, he sucked in Portland. He sucks in San Francisco. And then Ray Aguilar. 21 years old. He's got potential then. 16 homers in the Arizona League. Okay. 22 overall. Yeah. He should be something. But all right, so they got Doug Marabelli. And then you got Orlando Hernandez, who kind of dipped from last year. Or no, this is his. Wait a minute. Oh, this is his rookie year. Drafted round 2 pick. Okay, yep. Wait, what? Signed a minor league with Toronto. Released by Toronto. Oh, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me? That's why Portland just got a freaking gift horse. Wow. Okay. Would have never thought that. That's ridiculous. Anyways, Bobby Witt, not as dominant as he was the last 2 seasons, but he's 33, so he's probably winding down a little bit. John Burkett, finally played a whole season, did really well, 142 Ks. Osvaldo Fernandez, 17 and 12, 3.82. So they got a good thing going. Rob Nen, finally. Yeah, he was hurt last year. He was hurt for like 2 years, and then he just came in and bam, domination, Rob Nen. Jason Christensen, I think he got traded from Havana to Portland. Yeah, so he got traded at the deadline last year, 4.76. He was kind of like the closer. Came over here, became the closer, helped them win the World Series with that .95 whip. Woo! Let's do the Ric Flair. Woo! And now he is the setup guy to Rob Nen, who came and basically said, hey, you know what? Thanks for keeping my job for me. But, I got hurt. I was not effective in 95, so I kind of sat down for a bit and spent some time in AAA, and then now I'm back. So thanks, Christensen. So they got a nice 1-2 punch with these guys. Then you got Jeff Shaw, who was the old closer no, he wasn't the old closer for Montreal. He was the old setup guy for Montreal. Yep. And then he came over and he's just like, yep, I'm going to not have the sucky year I had last year. So their bullpen is just coming on fire. And then Billy Tyler. Wow. Billy Taylor, I'm sorry. So Billy Taylor, Oakland. He was with Oakland. That's basically it. He just got like a cup of coffee with Oakland. So he's been in the minors. He's just a journeyman. And he came at 35 years of age. Billy Taylor, 1.75 ERA. Holy jeez. Miracles exist. And then the ageless Lee Smith. Lee Smith, who has 451 saves. Nice. How many games? 1,014. I think he leads in right now in games pitched. Games total, probably. So yeah, so you got, or no, we're games pitched at least. Not games total. That would be a position player. So they're banged up. Hasselman, I don't know if Oil Can Boyd is a big thing because it looks like Billy Taylor is doing really well. So that's not bad. That might hurt a little, but not much. Randy Wynn, I'm not sure. I mean, Kotze's doing pretty good. And then, but Edgar Renteria is going to be the bad one. I mean, that's the most talented guy on the field. Gary Sheffield, second, but overall he's second. But look at Renteria even led in homers with 20. So those Cardinals just could not overtake him, could they? Dennis Eckersley is with the frickin' Cardinals. All right. Rene Roche, Matt Morris. Oh, they lost their whole frickin'. They lost their whole rotation. And Eckersley. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's how it ends. Sean Lowe. Yeah. Mark McGwire hitting 52 home runs. But Mike Piazza only hitting 18 and Brian Jordan only hitting 18. What the hell? Everyone must have been hurt at one time or another. Tavo Alvarez came over from Montreal. Don't tell me. Waiver. Oh, no. Trade. Chip Myers. Jim George. Okay. Todd Zeal and everybody. I mean, they're still good. Polanco should not be playing short. He should be playing second, but Greg Console is a better second baseman. I got to say that. Yeah, he's better. Yeah, his infield, his arm isn't that great, but geez, Console's good. Yeah, they had a pretty good squad. It's a shame. And Eric Owens was their center fielder. And he was frickin' 317. Yeah, okay. That's something. And then Tony La Russa came over from Oakland. Made playoffs, won World Series, made playoffs. Oh, he made the playoffs as 1983 White Sox. Whoa. 92. I think they lost. Did they lose to the Giants there or the Dodgers? Probably the Dodgers. That was Kirk Gibson. Call the shot. All right. We'll see how long Tony La Russa can last. He did bring Dave Duncan with him. Of course, he's going to bring Dave Duncan. Well, we'll see. I mean, Portland can't win forever. I mean, they're getting old. They're getting old, except for their position players like Castilla and Renteria are going to be around for a while. Sheffield, he's going to be expensive pretty soon. But I mean, yeah, they are. Kevin Millar's 26. Franco's going to be gone. Bernard's young. Mirabelli's young. Hasselman's young. No, Hasselman's not young. Randy Wynn? He's young. And then, of course, Renteria. Yeah, well, I mean, but their pitching staff, 31, 33, 32, 28, and 27, 28. And then, of course, you got 31, and Lee Smith's probably going to be gone this year, 39. So their pitching is old. But other than that, I think they're okay. All right, so and they will be facing the Toronto Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays are just, I mean, now they got Tim Raines. Now they got Tim Raines, Sr., as they picked him up from the White Sox. Who did they get him for? Hits for the cycle against the Tigers. You go, you ageless wonder. 38 years old. Still batting leadoff. Became a free agent. Oh, okay. Finally. Someone becomes a free agent, gets a contract, and doesn't get cut. However, Tim Raines is only batting .250, but he still has that .349. 22 stolen bases, 12 caught stealing. Not very good. And, yeah. And, I mean, is he on pace for anything? 2,500 hits, maybe. Maybe 125 triples. That would be something. And stolen bases, maybe 850 he can get to. Maybe. He's got a 2-year contract. as long as he doesn't get hurt. Now Chris Carpenter was the guy last year. What did they do here? Oh, they finished. All right, last year they finished third. So what exactly? League history index. Okay. So last year the Yankees. Okay. So last year the Yankees with Don Mattingly lost that. Yeah, lost that in the first. Shame. And then before that, the Angels beat the Pirates. Shame, shame, shame. I should name them the Anaheim Angels. That Los Angeles Angels means the Angels. That's stupid. The Angels. Okay. All right, so we have Tim Raines Jr. We got Roberto Alomar. I don't like that man ever. He hit 27 home runs last year. Only hit 9 this year. Hit 365 last year. Only 293 this year. But Sean Green, who I think, Sean Green was hurt last year. But now, this year, he's got it. He's got his 39 doubles. He's got his 32 homers. He's got his 80 walks. Ooh. Usually I thought he would, I thought he was lower on the strikeouts, but okay, 92 strikeouts, still not bad. 23 stolen bases out of 35 attempts, bat at 321, 405, 563. Ooh, what a great number 3 hitter, but it gets better. You got Carlos Delgado, the man, the myth, the legend. Dipped down a little bit because he missed some games, but he hit 20 doubles, 26 homers. Hit 326. Jeez. These guys are... And then Jorge Posada came over. I forgot who the catcher was last year. But it doesn't matter. Because Jorge Posada says, I don't care. John Curl. Don't know who this guy is. But... hit 264. You can't fault him for that. I just don't know where Shannon Stewart or Devon White. Not Devon White. Who was their center fielder? Okay. All right. Now here's where you got to go. Team history, history index, starters, positional. Okay. So, Delgado was the catcher last year. Before that, it was Lance Parrish. Before that, it was Pat Borders, who is now in AAA for Washington. That's a shame. He's doing pretty good. Anyway, wait. Durham Bulls. Okay, Durham Bulls. Yeah, he's doing pretty good for the Durham Bulls. And then before that, Ernie Witt played forever. Wow. I remember Ernie Witt. And then, who's this? Greg Myers, who's with LA now. Did a decent job with them. Before that, it was Rick Cerrone. Alan Ashby. Don't know him. Sounds like he's probably related to someone. But Delgado, yeah. So Delgado. And then John Olerud, who went to Philadelphia. Olerud is not playing a lot of games. 4 weeks. 1 week, 6 weeks. Fractured cheekbone. Rib cage. Another rib cage. Huh. Wait a minute. Mike Grace? Hell if I know. Mike Grace did a hell of a job. I would not have traded him for freaking Olerud, but I guess it doesn't matter. So Delgado went to first base. They got Posada. Alomar's been here since 91. Before that, it was Manuel Lee. Nelson Liriano, who's now with Atlanta. Manuel Lee. Yorg. Garth R. Yorg. Wow. Garcia. Damasio Garcia, retired. Okay. Over here, Jack Howell, right? Roy Howell, not Jack Howell. Who's this? Danny Ainge. Is that the... Was that the dude that... Is Danny H? Is that the guy that was in baseball? 6'4"? Might be. Mullinix. Rance Mullinix. I never heard of that guy. I should have had his baseball card. But I do remember Kelly Gruber. He retired. Ed Sprague Jr. Where's Ed Sprague now? Oh, he went to the Dodgers. They traded him, and he's gone downhill. Who did they get for him? Tom Prince. No, I swear to God, if I click on, I'm going to get so mad. Waivers. Released by the son of a brickamatch. Released it. I mean, that does happen sometimes in baseball, but not like this. Paul Molitor. Okay, so Molitor spent a couple of years in Toronto, right? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. The winning years, the 93-94 winning years. And then now he's back in Minnesota. Wait. Not back in Minnesota. Wait a minute. He started off with Milwaukee, Toronto. Oh, and now he's with Minnesota. Batted .293 this year. 11 stolen bases. What is he, 41? The Igniter. Yeah, he's 41. B.J. Surhoff, of course, is the third baseman this year. And he can play all over. Catcher. He's a catcher. Not a very good one, so that's why. Left fielder, third baseman, first base. He was with Milwaukee. Had a, great 300, 310. Comes over here, bats .261. So not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, he's definitely not a hard hitter like he used to be. And he's definitely no Paul Molitor. So that's going to be tough. Shortstop, Alex X. Gonzalez. And he is just basically a defense first kind of guy. Left field, Shannon Stewart. Yeah, last year it was Devon White. Oh, Devon White went to the Dodgers. Traded by the Dodgers there for Keith Johnson. What? Why would you do this? Why would you do this when you know I will hate you for it? You bastards. You son of a bastards. Chili Davis. Oh, Chili Davis. Talk about an old man that's going to get his last shot. Chili Davis with Portland. Actually, where is he? Is he not? Oh, my God. Is he not going to get... Is he off the playoff roster? Where can I see that? Expected roll. Okay. Contract? 98. Expires 98. Oh, so he's got another year. He's got 2 years. No extension. Protect it on secondary. No, root draft available. 19 years. Almost. Okay, so almost 20. Options used this season. I don't know. Sign through expectation. Chemistry, very good. Am I missing something? I'm always missing something here. I did not see him on the roster, so for Portland. All right, let me just go back. Oh, there he is. I'm a moron. Yeah, there he is. Charlie O'Brien. Oh, he's a young guy. He's not the Charlie. The other Charlie O'Brien is Charlie. Okay. Greg Colburn. Oh, wow. Good pinch hitter right there. Is he? Nope. Chili Davis is the main pitch hitter. Wow. Here's another one. Quilio Veras. He's a stolen base machine, too. Look at this guy. And he's good. I mean, yeah, he's not as good as... He's definitely not as good as Castillo or Renteria, but I don't think he can play short, though. Yeah, no, he sucks at short. And he's a favorite of the fans, though. So why aren't you... Luis Castillo... Yeah, because Luis Castillo cannot play short. Ah, that's why Koplinski's just basically... He's got to do it. All right, so... Toronto Blue Jay... There we go. So, got Jorge Posada, Craig Wilson. That's a good guy, but it is going to be Desmond Smith. That's the main pinch hitter. Shannon Stewart's going to be running, but he should be hitting. That's really weird. But they're going to put Tim Raines up there. They're going to use the veteran and use Shannon Stewart as a pinch runner and some other things. Oh, and they got Matt Williams, the power hitter from San Francisco, who is not hitting for power anymore. And he didn't get busted for steroids. So he hit 43 in 1994. They thought he was going to break the record before it stopped. But then he hit 23, 14, 13, and now... 24 this year. Huh. Future manager, though. Oh, and Joe Carter. This is Joe Carter's last year. So Chili Davis and Joe Carter probably will have their last year. At least Smith again probably will as well. Joe Carter, of course, the hero of the 93 World Series, where I was in basic training. And my heart broke in a million pieces when he hit that home run to end the World Series against my beloved Phillies. I had to shine so many boots to actually be able to watch that World Series. All right, so... yeah, I never knew Joe Carter was like with San Diego and Cleveland. I always thought he was just Toronto. Little do I know. But he'll always live in... He'll always have that famous moment. And here... Will he have a... Well, no, he doesn't really have any things coming up. Might hit 350. No, doubles. No, he's gonna retire this year. He only played 18 freaking games and started one. There's no way he's hanging on again. I mean, they'll cut him, and no one's gonna pick him up. Sir, BJ Surhoff. All right, and then the pitching. I mean, Roy Halladay. This is the man, the myth, the legend. I mean, 95. He comes aboard. Only 18 years old. He gets a cup of coffee. Plays. Is in relief. Doesn't do that well. I mean, his whip is 1.92. Next year, they basically put him in the bullpen. Then finally, they say, "Oh, you could be the stopper." And he pitches a couple innings to get the save. Now this year, his walks per 9 drop because he starts. He starts and freaking, oh my God, 20 wins, 5 losses, 2 saves, only 11 home runs given up, and 240 innings pitched. Please tell me how many complete. Look at this. Complete game. Might at Washington. Complete game. I mean, how many complete games does this guy have? Wild pitches. He's got 5 wild pitches. No balks. Home run per 9. Fifth WAR. His WAR is leading the league, of course. And no. Quality 23 quality starts for 793, which is a phenomenal. 10 complete games and 2 shutouts. That's Roy Halladay right there. 10 complete games. Of course, Pat Henkin trying to do his part. Pat Henkin's not a great ball player, but he's 28 years old. Had his worst year, but unlike 94 where he did a phenomenal job getting them to the World Series. Wait. Did they? I don't even know if they got to the World Series. No, they didn't. You dummy. 93, 92, 91, they were in first. 91, 92, 93. And I don't think Henkin was around then. Yeah, 93 he was. Okay, so, and then Mike Grace comes over for freaking just dominates. Doesn't do that in Philly. Of course, they never do. And Jamie Walker, who is here because of why? But it doesn't matter. He's 13-3 with 2 saves, a 2.85 ERA, 40 games, 10 game starts. Holy, 0.9 whip, 1.2 homers per. Where did this guy come from? Where did this guy come from? And then the bullpen is not the greatest. Mike Perez, that's where that accente, right? Accente, Perez, not Perez, Perez. So we have 20 saves last year for Chicago. He did a hell of a lot better in Chicago. Trade Billy Sharp. He's in AAA now. Wow. Ed McLean. How old is McLean? 21. Okay. Andy Hansen, 25. Peter Mersing, 25. Well, they got a bunch of players for him, so I don't know. Kelvin Escobar. I think he was a starter. No, he started 1 game, but he is a starter. Stamina 60. Yeah, he could be an emergency starter. Did a good job out of the bullpen being set up. Billy Koch, a former... oh, well, no, not a former. He's actually... in real life, he became the starter for Toronto. And then Oakland, and then he kind of blew his arm out. All right, so Billy Koch is the guy that came up from the league, 22 years old. All right, so he might be the closer pretty soon. Mark Davis, long reliever, was with San Diego. I think at the time he did. That was the most saves in history, 1989, 44. I think he set the record there. But this year, 17 games, .77. Nice. All right, so their pitching is pretty good. Lineup's pretty good. I don't know who's going to win. Let me know in the comment section, who do you think's going to win? Also, here's another thing. If you want to be in this league, by all means, just tell me like what your number, what you think, your name, what your number wants to be. You don't have to use your real name. You could do a pseudonym. And tell me like what position you want to be and what kind. You want a speedy guy? You want to be a power hitter? I'll put you there. We'll see if development will pay off. Okay, so we'll do the World Series next time. For the last thing, we'll just use statistics. Okay, so we're going to do statistics. We're going to do sortable stats. All right, so what I want to do here, all batters, all players, beautiful batting stats. Let's look at who the active leaders are. So game. No, not career. Scope. Okay. All players, all. Filter, customize. Choose. No, it should. Yeah, it should be. Major League split regular season. Bummer. Yeah, I don't know how to. For some reason, I don't know how to do career. Okay, so. I thought it should be here. Time frame, game type, no. Lineup, no. Game, no. Count, no. Leverage, no. Oh, we already have the rookie draft. Wow, Sanchez, Fringe, Ordonez. Ooh. Look at Ordonez. 311, 11 home runs. Torre Hunter. Love Torre Hunter. Damn it. Now, Torre Hunter was named Spider-Man for a real reason, because he would freaking climb up the thing. So, these guys, Augustic, Hanley Lopez. These guys are still down there. Johan Santana. Oh, A+. Come on. You got 5 and 3? Come on, Santana. Come on, buddy. You got to get up there. I want to see you. I want you to see you pitch. Vasquez on there. Callaghan. Who else? I don't really see anybody. Lance Berkman. AJ Perzinski. Oh, he's playing with the freaking Twins. 286. Okay. Kemisivsik. 344. I remember that guy. Nefi Perez. I think he was called like the most worthless player in the league. David Eckstein. Oh yeah. Oh, he's playing in Chicago, so this guy, he might not only being scrappy, he might actually hit. Doug Mc, he became a first baseman though. I don't think he's good enough to play second. Hideki Matsui with the Royals. Nice. Marcus Giles. Know that name. Ramon Hernandez. Ramon Hernandez. 238. Russell Brand. Oh, there's another guy that carried a big stick and could hit it a yard when he got a hold of it. DeLucci. Yeah, okay. So there's some good players in there. I just wish, I don't know, free agents. Let me see. Free agents. Let me see. Batting stats. Batting stats. Filter. No. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. At bats. Oh, all the free agents. Vincent Palacio is the only one that's. What happened? Why'd you get cut? Oh, it's because you signed a contract with him. Then, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm just. I just don't know. I'm really ticked off right now. I'm just like freaking. I know that there's a way for me to look at the statistics. 1911, Ty Cobb. There's Ty Cobb. 420. 420, man. All right. Yeah, sortable stats. You say it. Double split. Batting stats 1, batting stats 2. Customize. I don't care about those freaking stats. Really don't care about war. Thank you very much. I like RC27 though. Runs created for 27. Scope. Major League. Stats 1. Edit views. Why can't I say this? All right, well, I'm going to have to look this up, so I'm getting all quiet. I'm quiet. Yeah, that's good content stuff. You just sit there and you don't say a damn word. All right, well, I can do, let me see. So if I do league history. All right, so I can do single game records, right? Okay, at-bats, Ichiro, okay. Delgado. Okay, nothing real serious here. Shan Stewart, 6. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I got the leaderboards. So the leaderboards, though, for... I had it for postseason. Okay, so postseason. So unlike the postseason that is really heavy nowadays, this postseason should stick around. The Kevin Young for Pittsburgh is the man. Right? Oop. I think it does have everybody else too. I mean, it shows you 86. There you go. So Babe Ruth, Kevin Young actually had a better slugging than Babe Ruth in the playoffs. That's something to hang your hat on right there. Games, Yogi Berra, 75. That's phenomenal. Reggie Jackson, 281. All Yankees. Pete Rose, hits, 86. I bet you didn't know that one. This time in the Reds and went the Phillies. I mean, he was in a lot of playoff games with these guys. All right, so... and then Reggie Jackson, home run. Where's the home runs? Reggie Jackson, here we go. I mean, that's just him and Mickey Mantle, 18 home runs, both Yankees. And then, of course, Babe Ruth, 15. Yogi Berra, 12, Yankees. And then there's Steve Garvey for 11 and Duke Snider, who were Dodgers. Johnny Bench, 10, Reds. George Brett, the Royals. You didn't know the Royals were actually in a good number of playoffs. Then Lenny Dykstra. Lenny Dykstra had a really good 93 playoff. That's why he's there. Lou Gehrig, and then Frank Robinson, inducted to the Hall of Fame, 1982. Gehrig, 1939. Joe DiMaggio and Bill Skowron, of course, Yankees. So, and then Kirk Gibson, probably one of the more famous ones because of his one off at Eckersley. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Joe Carter, his phenomenal one. Where's Mazeroski? I think Mazeroski had one, but it was a good one. Roberto Clemente had 3, which is pretty good during that time. That was during the pitching era. Okay, so are we still postseason? Good. All right, so you got that. Triples, George Brett, 5. Stolen bases, Arlie Latham. So this is back in the 1890s because they do count that as postseason. So seriously, I need Ricky Henderson to get on a team just to beat Arlie Latham out of here. So, and Arlie Latham was the stolen base career lead champion of all time until Billy Hamilton beat him. So there you go. And then Ricky Henderson beat Billy Hamilton. Or no, Lou Brock beat Billy Hamilton. And then Ricky Henderson beat Lou Brock. Roberto Alomar, Monty Ward, another 1890 dude. Let me see. So, wins a ball replacement. Hank Aaron, not in a lot of World Series, but good enough. Caught stealing Frank Schulte 9 times. I don't know how they know that, because we really didn't count. There was no caught stealing back then. Wonder how they got that stuff. But then again, Lonnie Smith from the Braves decided to tie that horrible spot. Now, let me see. So, batting average, single postseason, 1989, Mark Grace. Wow. Just, holy crap, 1989. With the Cubs. His second sophomore year. Let me say. Batting stats. He's still with the Cubs. Wait a minute. He's 33. He's still with the Cubs. Did not know that. So, 1999, he was actually there. He was in 5 games. So, wait a minute. He was in 5 games. So, he wasn't... Wait a minute. So, did he miss the World Series? Because that looks like he missed the World Series. Or he missed the playoff, the league playoffs, league championships. And then, of course, you got Joe Gordon, underrated, very underrated, Joe Gordon, with the Yankees. And then he went to Cleveland. So 1941. Of course, he was playing against like stock players. But this is one of his worst years. But yet, he dominated in the playoffs. Babe Ruth, of course. Billy Martin with the A's, I believe. 1953. No, Yankees. He was still with the Yankees. Yep. Billy Hatcher, Reds. No? Yes. Look at that. I'm calling him. All right. So, hits Marty Barrett. That was with the Red Sox, actually. Marty Barrett. Paul Molitor. That was with the Blue Jays. Deacon White. That had to be Detroit. What was it? What did they say? 1887. The Detroit Wolverines, maybe? 1887. Oh my God. Yes, I'm right. Look at that, man. BN Page. Look at this. Detroit Wolverines. Yay! God darn it, man. That was good. So, Chief Wilson. Oh, Chief Wilson. This is Pittsburgh. 36. Postseason. What else we got? Nothing really much. Nothing much. Christy Mathewson. This is a lot of guys. Dave Stewart, many don't remember, he won 4 games in that World Series he was with in 1989. Saves, Rich Gossage with the Yankees. Bob Carruthers, these were with the Wolverines. Games 9, Raleigh Fingers. He was with the A's. Tom Seaver. Let's see, Tom Seaver with the Mets. Strikeouts. Who did the Mets play in 73? The Orioles, maybe? And then Bob Gibson, 68. I forgot who. Was that against the Yankees? Maybe that was the last of the Yankees until like 10 years later in the 70s. Yeah, okay. But Christy Mathewson, you see this season? You're going to see another guy here. Where's the other guy? Where's the other guy? What? Come on. Where? Okay. That's not right. There, Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth, pitching stats. Son of a bitch killed my frickin'... Look at him, 1.75... No, postseason. 1916, 0.64, one game start, 1-0. We beat my damn Phillies. Bleh. Great Pete Alexander, who got his revenge back when he was with the Cardinals and he beat the frickin' Yankees. Struck out, what's his name? Tony Lazario. All right, so that's that. Man, if I mean, I got the index and I got the accomplishments, right? So there's 3 home runs, 3 home runs, 3 home runs. All these guys got 3 home runs. Brian Lesher got 3 home runs? You're kidding me. Okay. Rico Brogna. Raul Casanova. Dude. This is the guy I roomed with. Love him. I actually saw... Alright, so... I actually saw him in this game where he hit this home run in 2008. And I went, that's the dude that I roomed with when we were in the Gulf Coast. Well, not the Gulf Coast. We were down in Florida, Port St. Lucie, but it was like Kissimmee and everything like that. Port St. Lucie was their A, I think. I don't think they have it here. Hold on. Now, Kingsport's here. St. Lucie. Yeah, they have St. Lucie. So, we're their St. Lucie. Oh, this is their A thing. The Florida State League. So, we were there trying out. And, yeah, Raul Casanova was there. Because he was... I thought he was with the Kissimmee back then. Well, could have been Kingsport. So, yeah. So, that's... Yeah, Raul Casanova. And apparently in this league... I wish I knew him again. He probably doesn't know who the hell I am, but, you know. You probably sit there and go, you couldn't hit the slider. Yep, I couldn't. That's why I joined the Army instead. So, yeah, accomplishments. So, Raul Casanova hit 3 home runs. And he's the catcher for San Diego. Part-time catcher for San Diego. All right, man. What do we got? 6 hits? Who the hell is Jackie Rexrod? Holy crap. And his wait a minute. This is freaking amazing. So he was with San Diego. Hold on here. So he was with San Diego. Did that. Got sent to Rookie League. Short season, A+, or high A. And now finally he's with Miami and he just stunk up a storm. Wow. claimed on waivers from San Diego, for crying out loud. You're 19 years old. Why the hell? Never mind. Why were you on the list? Wally Joyner. Okay, I can see that. Wally Joyner is a 300 hitter. Hits, 15 home runs, 30 something doubles. Yep. And yeah, I can see him. Wally World, one of those good hitters. Carl Everett, I couldn't see doing that, but apparently he did. All right, so 15 strikeouts. So Chuck Finley, of course. Hideo Nomo, of course. Now Hideo's gone downhill too. Look at this. 4.70. Came on like a house of fire. 2.4, 290 strikeouts. Then next year, same amount of games basically. Instead of going 22-3, he goes 15-13. Fucking Christ, will you stop? Only strikes out 220 though. Walks 70. This year, again, lower innings pitched because he got tossed out of games, giving up more home runs. 82 walks, and his strikeouts are down to 140, 4.70. I mean, that's just mean. That is mean development engine. That is mean. Kevin Apier's been a Royal for, jeez, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jeez. Kevin Apier. I hope he stays with the Royals for quite a while. Randy Johnson. Who knows what'll happen here? He's 34 years old. Seattle hasn't shopped him, so I don't know. Of course, he got busted for roids. Jason Schmidt with Atlanta, the strikeout man over there. Been doing Ted Lilly. You're kidding me. Soft throwing Ted Lilly. 241 strikeouts with LA? Yeah, he couldn't be. Chan-Ho Park. Yeah, Chan-Ho Park can throw. But I didn't think he was. Todd Stottlemyre. That's just not fair. And then Mike Remlinger. I remember this one. Yeah, this is so weird. Look at 59 games, 4 game starts. They just throw him in there because it's like the last game of the season, and he is an emergency starter. And this is the injured chair because this is the guy that would I forgot what they said. This is a guy that he would be not doing so well, and he was not doing so well, so they basically said he hurt himself on the arm and they put him on the disabled list, but he really wasn't injured. So yeah. That's why they call him injured chair. But yeah, he freaking, the last game, no walks, 15 strikeouts, gives up 1 hit. Freaking game score of 100. Jesus, Mike Remlinger, what a way. What an awesome freaking, no one could take that away from you, man. No one. Cycles, Mickey Morandini, my man. He's with San Francisco now. Aww. Philadelphia, why do you make me hate you in this game? Getting rid of all the players I hold dear. Lance Johnson, he's not hitting triples anymore, just like real life. I thought he'd be one of the rare guys that would excel in my new league. But apparently I'm doing something so horrific that guys who should be hitting triples are not hitting triples. Guys, the home run should be down, but they're actually up. It's just, jeez. Eric Young. Willie McGee, the man. Is he still playing? He's still with St. Louis. Oh, he bounced around for a while, and now he's back in St. Louis. Jeff King, Detroit. Fernando Tatis. Oh, yes, the guy that actually hit 2 grand slams in the same inning. Well, he doesn't have that here, but he's got a freaking cycle. Alan Zinter, nobody. Catcher. And played for Detroit, backup catcher for Washington now. Todd Walker, Minnesota. Young man, hitting 300. Todd Helton, another young man. He's going to be something big in this league. Look at that. 96, showed a little bit. 226, didn't do anything. 297, 16 homers. 398 on base percentage. Watch out, Todd Walker's here. And then Tim Raines Sr. Can he cap off a good career with like his second to last year? Because I think he's got a 2-year contract with a freaking cycle and just, man, no hitters. And this is so weird. This is usually so weird. There's no perfect game, but it's always the guys that, look at, this is, why that guy? Wilson Alvarez. Why that guy? Bill King. Why that freaking guy? I mean, Jesus. Look at the guy, he had 6.41 ERA, and he throws a freaking no-hitter. 50 home runs. There we go. Dante Bichette, 66 home runs, sets the record, beats Roger Maris. Tino Martinez hit 58. Mike Piazza hit 56 while hitting 406. Bichette hit 373 that year. Frank Thomas, 58 home runs, 371. Mike McGuire, 59, 293. Alex Rodriguez, 56, 344. And Sammy Sosa, 52, 322. And of course, Chipper Jones, 66 this year. I was hoping he'd hit one more or come up short, but RBI, 150 RBI. Dante Bichette, 178. And I think, all right, so you got Tino Martinez and Alex Rodriguez. Both for, wait, they're both playing for Seattle. Year after, wow, 1 year after 1 year. 21 seasons, Chuck Finley, Bobby Jones. What's Bobby Jones doing now? He's still with the Mets. And, yeah, he's still doing good. Oh, shit, 5.26 ERA? No, he's not. Greg Maddux. Well, Greg Maddux got hurt this year, so he killed his string. Hideo Nomu, but boom, that didn't last. Roger Pavlik. Right, 20-9, and he just dropped off the earth. What the hell happened, dude? What happened to you? That is so weird. That is so. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. 95. Ah, partially torn labrum, 4 months. Okay, got that. Did okay. Injured forearm, 2-3 months. No, he should. Okay, so he shouldn't be that bad. I don't get it at all. And then Bobby Witt, 21-4. I love Bobby Witt. Yeah. You got 125 wins yet? Almost 150. Nice. And I wish I could freaking. All right, so you got Triple Crowns, Chipper Jones, of course. Milestones. 1,000 runs scored. Tony Fernandez, 1,000 runs scored by Colorado. Okay. Mark Langston, 2,500 strikeouts. Dennis Eckersley. Willie McGee, 1,000 runs scored. Gary Gaetti, 2,000 hits. Ricky Henderson, 200. Ricky Henderson's with the Phillies. Holy moly, guacamole. I forgot about that. 260. He only hit 264, 34. Son of a beehive. Phillies are never going to win.